What are you doing here?
I don't know, but I'm sure glad to see you. What kept you?
What are you saying? Do you know where you are?
Oh, yes. 801 Cedar Street, Jacksonville. Terry Heyman. Though he doesn't much look like a kindergarten teacher to me.
For heaven's sakes. 801 Cedar Street, Jacksonville, Illinois, not Jacksonville, Florida. Honestly, am I my angel's keeper? Come on, let's go. Terry Heyman is standing in the middle of her bedroom at this very moment packing. And you've got to get there before she leaves her husband and runs off with the tax man.
Well, that's funny. I could have sworn that I heard Florida. And if anybody needs an angel, Tess.
Something tells me he needs to start with a housekeeper. Are you coming?
Every day is a chance to start over, my friend.
Freeze! Don't move or we shoot!
Hold it right there!
I said we'll shoot! Drop it! Drop! Put your hands up!
I'm sorry. If I'd known the bag was important to...
Shut up! Keep your hands above your head! What are you doing here?
Hold still!
I don't know who she is! I haven't done anything, man!
Just shut up!
Okay, lady. You are under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
So this Tess is your partner?
I guess she's really more of a supervisor.
Supervisor? Sounds like you've got quite an organization going.
Well, you have to be organized in this business. Of course, I wasn't too organized tonight.
So were you delivering or picking up?
Picking up?
Were you picking up for Tess or dropping off?
Well, I was meeting her there. Well, actually, I wasn't meeting her there. You see, I was supposed to meet her at 801 Cedar Street, Jacksonville, Illinois, not Florida. You see, I wrote it down. But I forgot to put down the state. It gets so confusing, you know, states, borders, countries. It's such a human thing. I know I should pay more attention, but it's so hard to take borders seriously in my work.
You've got no ID, no known address, no yellow sheet, no fingerprints on file, no nothing. How long have you and Tess been running your little drug operation?
Oh, you think I'm a drug person?
Yeah, well, call me crazy. Maybe it was the 2 kilos you were holding when we met.
Oh, but I didn't know what was in that bag, sir.
Been there, heard that, Monica.
No, you see, the man looked so miserable lying there. I just thought I would tidy up a wee bit, you know, before I left for Illinois and cheer him up.
You were going to Illinois?
Jacksonville, I told you, I got the states confused. You see, there's a woman named Terry waiting for me at 801 Cedar Street. She needs me right now. She's a kindergarten teacher. Who knows how many lives this could change? I hope this isn't going to go on much longer. Let's just pray that Tess went on ahead.
Monica, do you understand that you've been arrested on a charge of drug trafficking?
Yes, well, I do now. Thank goodness we got that straightened out.
Look, lady, we don't have anything straightened out here. Now, let's forget this fairy tale about Illinois and the wrong house and Tess, the mystery chick. What were you doing at Bobby Shore's house at 3 a.m. this morning holding 2 kilos of cocaine? Are you a dealer or a buyer?
I'm not either.
Dealer or buyer, Monica?
I was there because
Yeah.
I'm an angel.
How long have you been an angel?
All of my life.
And how long is that?
Forever.
Have you sold drugs forever?
No. An angel would never, ever do that.
So you're not an angel when you're selling drugs?
Yes. No.
Do you understand why you're here?
Yes, I do.
Very good. Could you tell me?
Because I didn't leave when Tess told me to.
And who's Tess?
Well, she's an angel too.
Like you?
No. She's taller.
Case dismissed. Next case, please.
Case number 96-20664 CFA. People versus Melina Karen. Prostitution, possession of a controlled substance, resisting arrest.
Will counsel approach the bench, please?
All right, so what are we talking?
I've got an assault coming up, but he was just breaking into a candy machine. They can't send him up for that.
Carter? He was going to drop that candy machine on somebody's head.
But he didn't. Oh, for God's sake, the man was shot down over the DMC. Now, no one understands what kind of hell we were going through out there. But I will tell you what. You drop the charges on Carter, and I will give you the warrant, and Diaz pleads battery on the St. Mark's girl.
Rape.
You can't prove it.
I'm going to try, counselor.
Case dismissed.
So?
Next case. Let's move this along, please.
Case number 96-20675 CFA. People versus Monica Doe. Charged with possession of cocaine for sales
I'm
with
going to
intent
put this
to
one away. I'll
distribute.
talk to him later.
I've got a date. This offer runs out at 4.
Hard to believe you got a Purple Heart.
I had to replace the one I lost.
Oh.
Ms. Monica Doe, you have no last name?
Not officially, Your Honor.
Do you have a lawyer here to represent you?
Yes, I do, sir.
And where is he or she?
He's right here, sir. Oh, Sam, I'm so glad to see another angel. But if they sent someone from Special Services, it must be pretty serious, huh?
I'm not here to represent you, Monica.
What?
You went to the wrong address. You set a serious chain of events into motion. Now all I can do is just stand back and watch it play itself out.
Sam, there's something very wrong here. I can't seem to do anything except be here. All of my special gifts are gone. And you're the first contact I've had from anyone in the realm.
And the last for a while, I'm afraid.
What?
Ms. Doe, have you any representation?
I guess not, Your Honor.
God turns everything around all the time, so something's good got to come out of this. I just can't tell you when, that's all. And remember, he'll never leave or forsake you. And even just because you're stuck in human form doesn't mean you're not an angel.
Well, of course I'm an angel.
Ms. Doe, you have no visible means of support, no counsel present, and the court will therefore appoint a public defender to represent you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
No matter what happens, never forget who you are. Never.
Is there a public defender or someone from legal aid present in the courtroom? Is that Stone back there?
Why, yes, Your Honor. That's Jake Stone.
Your Honor, I'm not really here. I mean, in a formal capacity.
Stone, you're on this case.
Your Honor.
To the bench, counselor.
This is pretty cut and dried, Stone.
No.
Okay. Defendant was arrested during a SWAT operation. She was found carrying 2 kilos, and she denies any connection with this. And get this, she thinks she's an angel.
Psychiatric?
2 evaluations, both concur. State will recommend release to state mental on a 5 to 15 with a guilty, but, mentally ill.
Bad nuts, huh?
It's my ex-mother-in-law's fruitcake.
Has anyone told her this?
Jake, just make the motion. Let's get out of here.
Well, you know, it's a funny habit I have, but I actually like to meet the people I'm going to help commit to a mental institution.
Careful, you're going to start taking home rapists and lost puppies pretty soon.
You've got 2 minutes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Doe.
Monica, it's awfully nice of you to jump into the fray like this.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a very short fray. Look, they've got you cold here. Now, if you plead innocent, you're going to go to trial, and the jury will send you up for 15 years to life.
Life? That could be awfully long in my case.
Right. But if you plead guilty but mentally ill, see, then that nice judge over there, he will let you go to the state mental hospital where you'll only have to spend maybe 5 years, 15 tops, and then you get all better.
Better?
Well, they'll help you handle some of your problems.
My problem is that no one believes me.
Well, that certainly is one of your problems, yes.
But you believe me, don't you? I mean, you're my lawyer.
Well, being your lawyer doesn't mean I have to believe you. As a matter of fact, I don't believe most of my clients, or anybody else for that matter.
You must be a very unhappy man. Your Honor, sir...
Monica.
Mr. Judge, you see, I'm not crazy, and I don't want to be put away. I just want a fair chance at a trial so I can tell my side of things. I know who and what I am.
Ms. Doe, you have the right to a competency hearing if you wish.
No.
But if you are then declared competent, you must stand trial. And frankly, the evidence against you is heavy.
I know, but I'm not crazy.
Stone?
Believe someone, please. Once.
Your Honor, my client and I move to controvert the findings of the state.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Hearing to establish competence will be held next Thursday afternoon in this court at 1 p.m. The prisoner is remanded to the custody of the state mental hospital until then. Next case.
God bless you, Jacob Stone.
Look, don't start with me. You are not an angel.
Be nice, Sadie. Wait a minute. All right. Hey, Rosie, I got an angel here for you.
He will give you angels to watch over thee.
Don't worry, we get all types here. I think we even got a couple celestial types like yourself. Here we go. Claire, got a roommate for you. Thought you wouldn't mind bunking with a coworker.
Mayday! Mayday!
It's nothing personal. She says that all the time. Claire, calm down. Now, this is Monica, and she's going to sleep in this bunk right over here. There's nothing to worry about. See, she's an angel, too, just like you.
Is Claire an angel?
Well, yes, Monica. Yes, she is. See, she thinks she's an angel, and you think you're an angel, so you two have a lot in common.
Mayday. Mayday, mayday.
That is my jacket.
So it is. I thought your stool would be marked by a plaque or something.
Yeah, I know I only have 4 days before the hearing, and your office hasn't turned over the discoveries on Monica Doe.
Monica, the angel. Did you hear about this?
I want that discovery in the morning.
No, done. You should listen to the arrest tapes. They're very entertaining.
Sorry I'm late. Hi, Sue. Harry.
Hi.
Helen.
Listen, thanks for coming. We'll just sit right over there, okay?
I didn't know shrinks made house calls.
So, what's the rush?
I have a competency hearing on Thursday, and I need you to evaluate her and testify.
Thursday? And you're calling me now?
Well, it just happened. A woman gets arrested in a drug dealer's house holding 2 kilos. She says she's at the right address, but wrong state.
Wrong state? You can't commit somebody for getting bad grades in geography.
She says she's an angel.
And you're going to defend that?
All I have to do is prove that she's competent to go to trial.
I'm beginning to wonder if you are.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm positive I heard Jacksonville, Florida. It's very disturbing because I've never made a mistake like that before. I have made mistakes. Angels, real angels, are not perfect, actually. You know, Claire, it's okay for you to admit that you're not a real angel. God will love you just the way you are. Mayday. Mayday. Oh, bye-bye, angel. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Over there. I'll be here if you need me.
Thanks.
Oh, Rosie, come on. Try your eggs, huh?
Monica, this is Dr. Schrader. She's going to talk to you for a couple of minutes.
Who are you? What do you want from me? Why don't you leave me alone? Go on, go away!
Well, she wasn't like this yesterday.
Well, maybe she was acting nice yesterday. An angel one day, and the next day she's...
Always remember who you are. Never forget. Just because you're stuck in human form doesn't mean you're not an angel. You don't know what you're dealing with here. I could break you like that.
Monica, have they given you medication?
Yes. Help me.
I specifically asked them to hold up on the meds until you saw her.
Well, they obviously didn't. And I cannot give you an accurate evaluation till she's off the meds. It's a really strange reaction, though.
Okay, look, if I can get a court order, how long till you can talk to her?
It depends on what they doped her up with and when. Maybe 24 hours?
24 hours. 24 hours? It's too late. I'll be long gone by then.
Excuse me, sir. What does that look like to you? I'm sorry to bother you.
No, not at all. Let's see. Well, it's a hand. 801 Cedar, Jacksonville. Well, that's a tough neighborhood. Evidence?
Client of mine says she's an angel.
An angel. Imagine that. There's nothing like a good hot cup of joe.
Haven't heard that since the Army.
Korea.
Nam. Well, Saigon at the end.
That must be a hard thing to carry around with you.
Harder thing to let go of.
Maybe you should ask your angel to help you.
She's nuts.
Then why are you defending her?
I'm drawn to the impossible.
With God, all things are possible. You know, I've met a lot of men who do not believe in angels, but I've never met a man who didn't want to.
Thought I'd find you here.
Hey.
Just
hey.
a guess.
Yeah, sit down. Ellen, this is, do you still drink that, watery pink stuff? A glass of Zinfandel and another here.
Yes, she told me about this.
You talked to her already?
Yeah, I stopped by after work just to see if the meds had worn off.
What do you think?
Well, Jake, I'll give you my honest opinion, but I'm going to tell you up front that I don't want to testify for her.
What happened?
Nothing. Once she was off the psychotropics, she was fine, and I mean fine. I've never met a more sane person in my life.
Except she thinks she's an angel.
She's either the craziest person in the world, or she's who she says she is.
So are you honestly telling me you think she's an angel?
No, I'm saying that there's nothing else about her that makes her delusional, except that she thinks she's an angel. She makes more sense than my plumber, and he thinks he's going to win the lottery on April Fool's Day, 1999. Who's delusional?
What are you saying? Is she competent?
Take away the angel factor? Yes. But I'm not going to stand up in court and say that. I would be laughed out of the business.
All you have to say is that she understands the charges and that she can assist in her defense.
Her defense is being an angel. You try to prove that, you'll be out of a job, too. You're gonna lose this, Jay.
How do you know?
Nobody wants this to come to trial. Nobody wants those kind of headlines. Webster declares heavenly visitor is competent. Will DA prosecute or persecute Lost Angel?
Nobody wants this to go to trial.
I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nobody wants this to go to trial.
We're supposed to meet her at 801 Cedar Street, Jacksonville, Illinois, not Florida. You think I wrote it down? My hearing is tomorrow, Claire. Oh, Mayday. I won't be coming back here. And I just wanted you to know that I'm glad I met you and... Bye-bye, Angel. Bye-bye.
I instructed Sergeant Hennessy to break down the door. As we entered the apartment, I observed a Caucasian male jump towards the window and a Caucasian female holding Exhibit A.
And can you identify that female?
Yes, ma'am. There she is.
Your Honor, please let the record show that Detective Cates has identified the defendant, Monica Doe. Did you then interrogate the suspect?
Yes, ma'am. She admitted to having the cocaine in her possession at the time of her arrest.
What else were you able to ascertain during your interrogation?
Well, she refused to give a last name. She had no identification. And she kept saying she was an angel.
What did you do at the conclusion of your interrogation?
Well, we booked her and I notified the psychiatric evaluation unit.
Thank you, Detective Cates. Your witness.
Detective Cates, was Ms. Monica Doe's name on your warrant?
No, sir.
Were you surprised to find her there?
Yes, sir.
Did she offer any explanation?
Well, she said she was at the wrong address, that she was supposed to be at 801 Cedar in Jacksonville, Illinois.
To do what?
Well, she said she and someone she identified as Tess were supposed to appear as angels to a kindergarten teacher who was going to leave her husband.
Uh-huh. And did you check out her alibi?
That she was an angel. I had her, I had the cocaine. I'm not interested in Illinois. I'm interested in the state of Florida.
Thank you very much.
Miss Cheney, call your next witness.
Dr. A.C. Arnovitz.
Ah, he was awfully nice. I enjoyed our little chats.
Oh, that's nice.
Dr. Arnovitz, did you examine Monica Doe?
Yes, I have.
And in your expert opinion, is she competent to understand the charges against her?
Monica Doe suffers from delusions and hallucinations, as well as an altered sense of self. In her delusional state, believing that she is an angel, it is my opinion that she might very well consider herself above the law.
No, that's not true. We always honor the law.
Counsel, restrain your client.
You're not helping.
What treatment would you recommend for someone diagnosed as delusional?
A stringent pattern of psychotropic drugs in a psychiatric hospital.
So, you would not recommend incarceration in a prison?
In her naive state, incarceration could put her life in jeopardy.
Thank you, Doctor. There's nothing further.
Excuse me, Doctor. I have a few questions.
Now, in your opinion, incarcerating Miss Monica Doe would put her life in jeopardy.
Yes.
But a stringent pattern of psychotropic drugs in a mental institution would not.
No, of course not.
What happens when a schizophrenic patient takes psychotropic drugs?
Many become more balanced and able to connect in a healthy manner with reality.
And what happens to a person who is not psychotic who takes them?
A mentally stable person might become slightly depressed, otherwise nothing.
Nothing. So, when Miss Monica Doe was given the medication, what was her reaction? Feel free, doctor, to consult your notes.
Well, I didn't personally examine Monica Doe after administering.
So you don't know? You don't know whether Monica Doe's reaction to psychotropic drugs was that of a normal human being or not?
No.
Thank you very much, Doctor. That was very helpful. No further questions, Your Honor.
Miss Cheney?
Prosecution rests, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Dr. Ellen Schrader as my first witness.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Be seated.
Your Honor, Dr. Schrader was subpoenaed this morning, so I would ask the court to declare her a hostile witness. Dr. Schrader, have you examined Monica Doe?
Yes, extensively.
And in your expert opinion, what is her mental state?
I found her to be responsive, lucid, alert.
Yeah, okay, doctor, let me pose a hypothetical situation here. If Monica Doe had said that she were instead a plumber and not an angel, is there anything in her behavior that would lead you to believe that she is insane?
No.
So, if we substitute the word plumber for angel, and if Monica Doe had said that she went to the wrong address to fix a toilet instead of a soul, would you still consider her delusional or just directionally impaired?
I would not consider her delusional.
Thank you. Oh, doctor, I have one more question. Do you believe in angels yourself?
No, I do not.
But you could not, however, prove that they do not exist.
Your Honor, this witness is not an expert in angelology.
Who is? No further questions, Your Honor.
Oh, no questions.
I would like to call Teresa Heyman, Your Honor.
Mrs. Heyman, please.
Witness is excused.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Would you state your full name and address, please?
Teresa Marie Heyman, 801 Cedar Street, Jacksonville, Illinois.
How are you employed?
I'm a kindergarten teacher for Washburn Elementary.
And Ms. Heyman, please tell the court what happened to you on March the 2nd?
I was planning to leave my husband for someone else. I packed and I walked out the door. There was a cab waiting outside. The driver of the cab was a woman named Tess, and she was holding something. It was a drawing my 4-year-old had made of my family. I don't know how she got it. Then there was a light. I don't know where it came from, but it was beautiful. It filled the cab. It was all around me. Then Tess spoke to me. She told me things I knew, but I'd forgotten. Like, my husband loved me. My children loved me. God loved me. I cried. Then I walked back into my home.
And did this, Tess offer you any explanation for all of this?
Yes. I know this sounds crazy, but she said that she was an angel and that she was sorry that she wasn't there sooner, but she was filling in for another angel who had been, how did she put it, detained.
And did she identify this other angel?
Tess called her Monica.
Thank you. No further questions.
Thank heavens Tess made it.
Your Honor, may we approach? Oh, Your Honor, I move that we strike this witness's testimony from the record because it is totally, completely immaterial to the competency of Monica Doe.
Your Honor, it is completely relevant to establishing the credibility of my client.
As an angel, Jake, I'm not going to retry Miracle on 34th Street in my courtroom.
This is not about Santa Claus. This is about the life of a young woman. Now, if you will allow me to put Monica Doe on the stand, I can prove to you that she completely fulfills the competency requirements. She understands the charges against her.
Yes, I do. Possession with intent to distribute, mandatory 15 to 25 years in the pen.
She can assist in her own defense.
Are you telling me that if she goes to trial, you'll put angels on trial as well?
And are you telling me that you don't want this to go to trial because of what? You don't believe in angels? In God we trust, but angels we're not so sure about? Oh, this was going to be some trial.
I need to think about this. Step back. The witness is excused. Counsel, I've decided to examine the defendant myself. Ms. Doe?
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do. So help me God.
Be seated.
Ms. Doe, a moment ago you repeated the formal charges against you. Now I'd like you to tell me what they mean.
Yes, of course. Well, Detective Cates and his fellows dropped in on the man in the bed, and they arrested him, and me too, because I was holding a bag that they said had drugs in it. They thought I was going to sell the drugs to the man in the bed.
Were you?
No, of course not. That would be crazy. Which is kind of funny, because that's what the doctors think I am. But of course I'm not.
But you think you're an angel.
Well, I am. So if I didn't think I was, then I would be crazy. Why is it when you talk to God, you're praying, but when God talks to you, you're nuts?
Court is adjourned for 1 hour.
All right.
Taking this case, eh?
What's going with this girl's life, Jay?
Just say good job.
Go ahead, Jay.
Rex is coming back in 1 hour. He's going to entertain a motion to dismiss because he would rather drop the charges than put angels on trial in front of the whole world. Which means we are going to win this. And you, Ms. Doe, are going to walk right out of here.
Great. Anywhere we can get a cup of coffee.
I didn't think that angels drank coffee.
Well, how would you know? You don't even believe in them.
No, I don't.
It means a lot, you getting me out of all this trouble. But it would mean so much more if you did it because you believed that I am who I say I am. In some strange way, I feel like I failed.
Could we get a cup of coffee, please? Thank you. Back in Nam, I used to pray for angels all the time. We all did. I heard guys screaming for them. I heard children begging for them, but they never showed up. No angels in Saigon.
How do you know?
Because if an angel had seen what I saw, they would have put a stop to it. God abandoned us.
So you believe in God?
Yeah, I believe in him just enough to hate the guy.
You blame God for the evil created by others?
Yeah, I blame him for not putting a stop to it.
Sometimes things get set in motion and they just have to play out. I'm learning that. God's timing is not our timing.
Cut the angel crap. You know what an angel looks like? They look like Claire.
Claire?
She was a nurse in Saigon. I don't know where she came from, but whenever we needed her, bam! She was right there, out of nowhere. It's the fall of Saigon. It's the last day. Everybody's scrambling to the rooftops, trying to get to the choppers before the con came in. I mean, it's everything you could possibly imagine hell to be. People are screaming and climbing over each other, terrified, everybody trying to get to the choppers. And there's one seat left, and it's Claire's. And she gives it up for a little Vietnamese orphan that I want to take back to the States so that I can adopt her. Her name was Mei Ling, but we used to call her Mayday because she was always getting in trouble.
Mayday?
I was the last one to go up the rope ladder, and I'm pulling Mayday up behind me. I had a firm grip on that kid. The crowds are desperate, and bam, somebody grabs a hold of her ankle and starts dragging her down. The copter's going up so fast I can't go hold on to her, and the next thing I know, she's plunging 100 feet down.
She died?
No, see, that's the amazing thing. She never hit the ground. Claire shows up out of nowhere and caught her. The last thing I see is Claire holding Mayday and smiling. I was sent there to kill. Claire was sent there to save lives, and she chose to do that
to the end. Now, that Monica is a real angel.
I know. Now I know.
Court is in session. The Honorable Judge Stanley Webster presiding. All rise.
Be seated.
Look at that face. He's gonna drop the charges. I can tell I'm good at this.
Case number 20675, People versus Monica Doe.
The court has considered Ms. Doe's rather interesting explanation for her presence during a police action. However, the court also acknowledges the state's inability to disprove her explanation.
Good start.
As the court cannot disprove the existence of angels, it cannot therefore use angelhood as its sole basis for determining sanity. Other than confessing to be an angel, Miss Doe meets the requirements for competency standing trial.
Come on.
However, the court is also aware that Miss Doe's name did not appear on the original warrant, an oversight that will certainly be questioned at the trial, as well as the investigating officer's failure to follow up on Miss Doe's references to an identical address in Illinois, which, thanks to Mr. Stone, has shed disturbing light on these proceedings. Therefore, the court will entertain a motion to drop all charges.
I so move, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
Let the record show that all charges are...
No, Your Honor. I don't want to go free.
What? Are you crazy?
Maybe I am. Your Honor, please. I want to go back to the mental hospital.
Ms. Doe, are you requesting to be committed?
Yes, sir. I want to plead crazy.
Your Honor...
Do you understand that you could not be released for 5 to 15 years, even longer?
Yes, sir. But believe me, it's the right thing to do. Remember when I said I thought I heard Florida even though it was Illinois?
It's over, Monica.
Well, I'm not sure what I heard. I mean, maybe I made a mistake, but God is using it to make something wonderful out of this. Maybe it was a mistake that I came here, but now He's given me a new purpose.
Well, that's great. I'm glad to hear it.
I'm going back in to help Claire.
Claire.
She's my roommate in the hospital. She's an angel, too, and she needs me now.
You are insane.
I don't expect you to believe me, but I really am an angel. And I thought I had to prove that, but proving it doesn't matter. I just have to behave like one.
Then why did you put me through all of this if all you had to do was behave like an angel? I mean, if you are not insane, if you are just confused or overly zealous, then you are throwing your life away.
There's no greater love than to give your life for your friend. I learned that from Claire. So did you. Thank you for all your help, Jake. Whether you believe it or not, God has used you for something very beautiful.
And then she said, God had used me for something wonderful. And then she went back.
Very strange woman. She's not a psychotic. She's not an angel. I don't know.
Any chance? I mean, what if she were?
An angel? She would click her heels 3 times and fly away.
No, not if she were needed. Not if God had another agenda for her.
I never thought of you as the type to believe in God.
I never thought of him as the type to believe in me.
Stop drinking. Go home, go to bed. I'm late for a dinner appointment. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come over here and sit with me.
Tess, where have you been?
Filling in for Monica. Paris, Cuba, Illinois. How is she doing?
Well, you've trained her very well, Tess. She just made a tremendous sacrifice.
So we're back on track?
She was never off track.
No kidding. It would be so nice to know these things in advance, if you know what I mean.
Jake. No happy hour jokes. Promise. Bartender. If anyone deserved a drink, you do.
Thanks. I was just leaving.
Well, I can't say that I'm glad to see you back here, but I bet Claire is. Aren't ya? She hasn't said a word since you left.
When was Claire committed, Peter?
Oh, it was before my time. She came back, they told me they brought her back here from Nam, one of the last groups of POWs or something.
Mayday. I know all about Mei Ling, Claire. Where is she now? Don't know. I don't know what happened to her either. But I know she's in God's hands, and so are you. Oh, Claire, I don't know what you saw in Vietnam when the Americans left. But I know it's why you're here right now. Mayday, Mayday. Tell me about the little girl. Go on. I know you can.
I had her in my arms. They were burning the city. There were flames. Then men with guns took her away. I couldn't find her. I failed. I lost Mayday. God turned his back on me, and now I've forgotten who I am.
No, that's not true. It's you who have forgotten who God is. He would never turn his back on you. Nothing. Not death or life or war, not the past, the present, or the future. No one, no creature on this earth can ever separate you from God's love. And nobody knows that better than an angel. You are an angel, aren't you, Claire? I'm an angel too. And I've been sent here to take you home. And I'm going to stay right here until you are ready.
I can't find my way back to heaven.
Just reach up. Reach up like you did for Mei Ling, and he will take you the rest of the way. I know he will.
Claire.
Jake. I have a message for you, Jake. I was supposed to deliver it a long time ago on the helicopter, but I chose to stay behind. God used me anyway to catch Mei Ling. Jake. Oh, Jake. God loves you, and he knows all the secrets of your heart. The horrors of the war you had to endure, you mustn't blame him for. But you've allowed the past to come between you and God. Turn the past over to God. He's strong enough to take it. And give him your future too. And Jake, he'll make you strong enough to live it.
knew they were angels.
Yeah, I think I did too. So, this is where it all started. 801 Cedar.
Yeah, well, it looks very different now, of course.
Well, I mean, after Bobby was convicted of smuggling drugs, everything was probably confiscated and sold off at auctions, state law.
Well, I hope the new tenants are happier here. And cleaner.
Oh, they will be, baby. The whole building's going to be turned into the home for orphans and child survivors of trauma.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, this is the good part right here.
Executive Director Mei Ling Gustafson.
Mei Ling? Is she in this country?
She's in this city.
Oh! See, it's a miracle.
They happen every day.
I guess they do.
Dedicated to a man named Jake and an angel named Claire. They served their country, their God, and many children with all they had. May we here do the same.
I can't see. Hey, come on, do I look as stupid as I feel?
Absolutely, but don't blame me. It was your husband's idea.
Partners at work, partners at gift giving.
Okay, Bonnie. Ta-da.
What are you two up to? The Yellow Pages. Well, who says you guys don't know how to make a girl feel special?
Page 82.
Oh, that is such a great ad.
Thank you. I wrote that.
You did not.
Where's Jesse?
Well, he's probably playing with that stupid toy piano you bought him.
Well, I'd like to buy him a real one.
We just bought a house. We're not buying a piano.
I can go back to work.
You have a job. It's taking care of Jesse.
I know what my job is.
Then why do we have to keep having this conversation over and over again?
You know, I don't hear Jesse at all.
You know, when he gets this quiet, it's not a good sign.
He's probably breaking something. When you have kids, Matt, lock them in their room till they're 21.
He's joking, right?
Jess. Jesse. Jesse, come on out. Jess.
Steve.
Come here right now!
I mean, come on, baby. Come on, it's a...
Come here, just come in here, Jess! Jesse, don't do that!
Call 911.
He fell off the roof.
Hi, Mommy.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, are you okay?
Oh, swear to God, Jesse, what do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm very sorry.
Oh, it's all right. We're just happy you're okay.
Great job watching him, Bud.
Not now, Steve.
Then caught me.
What lady?
The lady in the white hat.
You sure you didn't hit your head? Come on, let's go inside. It's freezing out here.
I was flying.
No, you weren't. You were falling and you could have really gotten hurt. Jesse, I want you off that roof, okay?
I'm gonna get Jesse some ice cream. It's not every day you fall off a roof and get caught by a lady in a white hat.
It makes me crazy to think of what could have happened.
Well, I think he's young, his bones are flexible, and he landed right. And I think we were very, very lucky. No ice cream. I'll go pick some up.
You know, Jesse loves chocolate chip.
No, he doesn't. You do.
Want me to come with you?
No, I'll be right back.
Jesse, you gave me the scare of my life. Oh, everything's okay now, sweetie.
Yes, I remember that day very well, in fact. I was still in search and rescue then. Oh, it was a wonderful day to be able to help that family.
Uh-huh. Well, you saved little Jesse, all right, but the family didn't live happily ever after, I'm afraid. The father, Steve, he had a very bad car accident.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. It's a beautiful day today. How are we feeling? Better? I didn't think so.
He's in a coma. The doctors say it's irreversible.
What a sad ending to a beautiful story.
Oh, we're not even close to the end, Angel Girl.
When did this happen?
The day you were there.
But that was...
I know. It's time to get to work.
Work? But how can I help someone in a coma?
You can't. It's time to wake up.
I am really hungry.
Mr. Bell?
How long have I been here?
Counting today? About 5 years?
5 years.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
I want to chart the activities from the parking.
You may have some memory lapses for a while, but it should all come back. In long-term coma cases, we almost always see adverse physical effects, but you seem perfectly fine.
You sound disappointed.
No, not at all. Just stunned.
You're stunned. I went to sleep and woke up 5 years older.
I'll go call your wife now.
I still don't see why I can't call her myself.
Well, in situations like this, getting a phone call from somebody who's been in a coma for 5 years can be pretty traumatizing.
Whoa, I've been parting my hair in the right for 5 years? Whoa, hey.
Whoa! Hello there. You've had quite a nap.
Yeah, I guess so. Although, there haven't been any breakthroughs in hospital food since I've been gone.
I'm Dr. Tess. I'm the facility's resident counselor.
Counselor? You must have the wrong room.
Well, Mr. Bell, the world is different than when you left it. And I'm just available to talk in case you need help making the transition.
Okay, thanks. And?
This is Monica. She's your physical therapist.
Well, everything seems to be working fine.
Well, I'm sure it is. But you haven't walked or run or lifted or moved at all for 5 years. And so your muscles are going to have to be retrained. That's where Monica comes in.
Yes, I'll be physically therapizing you. So, where to begin?
Well, I guess I better stretch out before I try to walk, huh?
Stretching? Oh, that's good. Yes, we should stretch some things.
Please remember that his system has had quite a shock. So we want to bring him back slowly in every way. So it might be best if you didn't try to catch him up on 5 years all in one day. All right? Are you ready? You ready?
Yep.
Mr. Lichtman, please call Dr. Clark.
Look who's here.
Dad!
Oh, I am so glad to see you. Oh.
Oh, Steve.
Oh. Bon, I have dreamed about you every night for 5 years, I swear. Hey, what happened to little Jess?
I got bigger.
You sure did. Do you even remember who I am?
Yeah, I watch videotapes of you all the time. Do you remember when Mom put icing in your face on my birthday?
Yeah, sure I do. Come here. Oh.
Looks like a happy ending after all, huh?
Oh, baby, you're just reading the introduction.
Okay, I got it all planned out. First day I get home, I get up and I take a run. Or maybe a walk. Then the three of us drive up to the mountains and we breathe the air, take a walk around the lake. If I can remember where the lake is. And then it's back home for pizza from, what's the name of the place? Nick's Pizza. That's right. Extra cheese and pineapple.
It sounds like quite a day.
Now, wait to hear day 2. Hey, you're the healthcare professional. When exactly will day 1 be?
Perhaps a week, perhaps less. It depends on your progress.
Progress? You want to see progress? There you go.
Dr. Cody to the pharmacy. Dr. Cody to the pharmacy, please.
Mom went to the ladies' room, so she'll take about forever. You know how women are.
Right. Do you know how women are?
Not really.
Well, we'll get to that in time. So, have you been doing plenty of guy stuff since I've been in here?
Yeah, Max goes by the house. Oh, Dad, I drew some pictures for you.
Jesse!
Do you want me to get the spoon?
Yeah, get the spoon, the fork, pick up whatever you can. Don't worry, I got plenty of food here.
Dad, I told some of the kids at school that I'd bring you in for show and tell when I get better, you know.
Come here. I missed you so much, Jesse. You okay, pal?
Yeah. Mom said there's some stuff that you didn't remember.
Yeah, it's coming back slowly but surely, but I remember you. That's what's important, right?
Right. So, now that you're awake, everything's gonna be okay, right?
Oh, yeah. So, what is it I've missed in the world?
Let's see. Was the Berlin Wall still there?
There's no more Berlin Wall?
Yeah, they tore it down, and now they're selling parts of it in Bloomingdale's.
They're selling the Berlin Wall in Bloomingdale's?
Yeah. Oh, and remember the soldiers in Kuwait?
Right.
They're gone,
Good.
but they're in Bosnia now.
Oh. What's Bosnia?
Oh, and, Dad, I've got really bad news about O.J. Simpson.
Dr. Wright to neurology.
Feeling good. I'll be doing the lambada in no time.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, did you see these? Jesse made these for me. Look, This is us at home. This is Vaughn. That's Jesse, and that's me.
Very nice. Although you don't strike me as the suspenders type.
I'm not. It's artistic license, I guess.
Nice piano.
Hey, we don't have a piano. Or a dog.
Well, it looks like you do now. I'm just gonna go and get some lotion so I can massage your neck, okay?
Orderly with a wheelchair to maternity. Orderly with a wheelchair to maternity.
Come on, Bell and Tracy Architects. What's happening? What is going on?
I'm sorry it took so long, but I had to go.
Thank you, sir.
Where'd you come from?
I figured you'd come here, and my cab was faster than your cab.
Where'd he come from?
That must be the dog from Jesse's pictures, huh? It's been a long time.
Yeah. There's no car in the driveway, and I don't have a key. But I do remember we used to keep a spare key in a fake rock. Now, can you remember where it is? See? It's all coming back. Piano.
I'd say so.
Vaughn gave up on me.
No, she accepted what was and went on. That's all you can do.
Well, that's what I always feel.
Matt! Steve! Gosh, it's so good to see you.
You never were a good driver.
Vaughn, things sure do look different.
I wasn't expecting to see you here.
I live here.
Steve, we need to talk.
We'll talk. We'll talk. We got plenty of time to talk. What's the matter?
The doctor said you would never wake up.
The doctors were wrong. I'm back.
That's the problem.
What are you saying?
We're not married anymore. I got a divorce last year.
You divorced me? When I was in a coma? How can you do that?
Since I had your power of attorney, the court appointed me to represent you.
Well, you didn't do a very good job.
It's not Matthew's fault. Steve, I waited for 4 years. The doctor said that you would never wake up. I had to get on with my life.
Get on with your life. Okay, I may have forgotten a few things, but I clearly remember a vow you made to be with me in sickness and in health till death do us part. Now, I'm not dead. As far as I'm concerned, you're still my wife.
No. She's not.
What the hell is going on here?
Just tell him. I can't stand this anymore.
We're engaged, Steve. We're getting married in 3 weeks.
You stole my wife?
That is not what happened. I took care of her after you were gone. And we came together because we both cared about you.
Well, excuse me for not saying thank you.
Steve!
Does Jesse know about this?
No, I haven't told him yet.
This is unbelievable. How could you do this to me? You were my best friend.
I still am your best friend.
Like hell you are. You stole my wife. You probably ran my business into the ground. I can't even afford an ad in the Yellow Pages.
There is no business.
What?
We sold it to pay your medical bills.
You sold my business?
Our business.
And we had no choice.
No choice.
Bond's right.
No one calls her Bond but me.
Steve, look, I know this is difficult.
Difficult? The only difficulty I have is the minute I turn my back, you stole my family.
Turn your back? You're in a coma.
Yeah, and completely unable to defend what was mine.
It wasn't like you and Bond weren't already having problems.
Oh my God! Oh my Matthew, are you all right? Oh my God,
Stephen, you can't just go around whacking people like that.
You definitely are back, aren't you?
Get some ice for that eye.
Honey, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
Yeah. Where are my car keys? Did you steal my car, too?
Your keys to your car are still on the key rack. I can't believe this. This is how this all started.
What do you mean?
Thanks, Monica. 5 years ago, Steve was going to take that big boat of a car of his to get some ice cream. Steve went to get his keys, but he couldn't find them. So he took my little car instead. The police told me he would have been okay if he'd been driving his own car, but mine just crumpled like an empty soda can. And all because he couldn't find a set of keys. Life is very cruel.
Would you excuse me?
I like this place much better now.
Tess, it's all my fault. Steve was in a coma because of me. He lost 5 years of his life because of one thing that I did.
Please don't go overreacting on me.
I'm not overreacting. It couldn't be clearer. Oh, Tess, what have I done?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's gonna work out all right. Don't worry.
I had to get out of there. Then I realized, where am I supposed to go? I've got no wife, no house, no business, no best friend.
Steve, there's something you need to know.
I know. Keep stretching.
No, it's not that. I know this will be hard for you to believe, but I'm an angel.
Right, I got the Easter Bunny in the back seat.
It's true.
Prove it. Make the windshield wipers go on.
We're not fairies. We don't grant wishes. But it's always good to check your wipers.
Give me $1 million.
You're not listening. This is not about proof. It's about the truth. 5 years ago, I was sent by God to rescue your son from the roof.
I don't believe this.
Do you remember Jesse talking about the woman who caught him?
Yeah?
The lady in the white hat?
How did you know about that? You?
Yes. I did something else that day as well. I lifted up your keys to look at a little angel on the chain, and that was why you couldn't find them. And that's why you were in the wrong car that day.
Because of you?
I shouldn't have done it, but I did.
If there's something we should know, it's how delicate life is and that little things cause big things.
This is your fault? It wasn't supposed to happen?
I'm sorry. I don't know why this has happened to you, Stephen, but God does, and... No, Steve, wait.
Why? So you can put me in another coma?
I'm so sorry.
Let's go past the meaninglessness of apologies and get straight to a solution. You give me back my wife, my son, and my business. We'll call the whole thing even.
I can't do that.
Sure, windshield wipers you can do.
I'm sorry. Look, I know you're upset.
You're damn right I am. You listen to me. You got me into this, and you're gonna find a way to get me out. And until you do, you and your God can just stay the hell away from me. Get out of my car.
Now you keep up with your walking. If I find out that you haven't, Dr. Tess is gonna come and run you ragged. Don't make me put on my Air Jordans now.
Pollard to the stabilization nursery. Nurse Pollard to the
Baby,
stabilization nursery, please.
the doctor's in. I haven't seen you this down since the time the cappuccino machine broke. That was a joke, by the way.
I want off this case.
What?
Send me back to the choir.
Now, just hold on.
I was selfish, curious, undisciplined. I took those keys and 3 lives were ruined. How could I do that?
That was 5 years ago, and you've learned a lot since then.
So has Steve. Oh, please, Tess, just fire me.
Oh, now you stop this right now, Miss Wings. This is where you're supposed to be. Trust me.
I do trust you. It's myself I don't trust. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't know what to do about it. I've made a mess that I can't clean up.
So you're just gonna walk off the case without permission, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Hi. How are you?
Fine.
Baby, this is somebody else's department.
Is this a crisis?
It is now.
Monica, is it?
Yes.
I'm Al, Crisis Intervention. How are you, Tess?
Hello, Al.
You're an angel?
I like to think of myself as an angel's angel, yeah.
She does, too.
I'm with Internal Affairs. I work solo, angel to angel, exclusively. Don't do people. They're too human.
I'm confused.
Of course you are. That's why I'm here. We need to have a little powwow. Tess, darling, you don't mind if I use your office for a minute,
Yes, I
do
do.
you? Always the kidder.
Baby, this is out of my hands now. But I will be praying for you.
Sit, sit. So, you messed up, huh?
Yes.
Oh. And you're feeling lost because you think angels aren't here to mess up, right?
Right.
Right. Right. Well, that's not true. Now, back to work.
Excuse me?
What? Something's not clear, my dear?
Yes, everything's not clear.
Look, I'll spell it out for you. We mess up sometimes. You haven't exactly thrown him for a loop, you know. He can handle it. So get over it.
That's it? That's it? Get over it?
You repented? Any plans to play with other people's keychains again? Okay, that's it.
Well, I'm sorry, Al. That might be it for you, but it's not it for me. I have a commitment to these people.
And I have a 4 o'clock appointment in Bermuda, thank God. Look, stew a while, beat yourself up a little. Think. Think about what I said. I'll catch up with you later, okay? Have a good one.
How did she get this job?
I think she knew somebody.
I don't understand.
Jesse, you know that I love you very much. And Matthew loves you too.
Yeah, but he's not my dad.
Honey, no, of course he's not, but he has been around since you were very little, and Matthew and I want to be a family now.
But we already have a family.
Jesse, this is very difficult for a kid to understand.
Give me a break.
Jesse.
Look, maybe this is something that you and your mom need to talk about alone.
Jesse, Matthew has been like a father to you.
I already have a father. Mom, I thought when Dad woke up, you were gonna marry him again.
Oh, honey, I know this is very complicated.
Well, I'll try and understand. Try me.
You were just a little boy when your dad had his accident. And you don't remember a lot of things about that time, about a lot of the problems that were going on. And now your dad has come back all of a sudden, and you're really excited about that. But I think you're remembering some things about him that may not be true.
This is complicated.
I know.
Mom, do you love Dad anymore?
I love that he gave me you.
We need to talk.
I can't. I'm late.
You owe me this much. Bon, I really need to talk to you.
I know, but I just wish you weren't here.
I don't know what happened while I was gone, and I don't care. I just want us to be together.
It's too late.
It's not. You're not married yet.
Are you kidding me? You think we can go back to the way it was? You actually think I would want to? Steve, for months, I sat by your bed. I talked to you. I read to you from magazines, and after a while, I started telling you things about me that I never would have trusted you with before. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't afraid to tell you who I was. It's funny, isn't it? Steve, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but the truth is, those were the happiest times I ever spent with you. And the hardest thing to face was that if, by some miracle, you ever woke up, nothing would have changed. You'd walk out of that hospital the same man you were the day you walked out of this house.
Bon, don't do this. Jesse needs me.
You stay away from him.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't. But whatever it is, we can work it out.
There is nothing to work out. In a couple of weeks, I am going to have the wedding that you wouldn't let me have. I'm going to have the marriage that you wouldn't let me have. I'm going to have the happy family that you wouldn't let me have, whether you like it or not.
You think so? Let me make you a promise. That wedding will never happen. I will do whatever I have to do to stop it.
Listen, if you're thinking about getting back on the case, well, kiddo, it's now or never. Oh, I hate the cold. That's why I hate taking human form, because you have to feel what they do.
That's the same reason I love taking human form.
Ah, so you will go back to the job.
I didn't say that.
I know, I did. See, your assignment is Steve, but my assignment is you. So if you'll just go back to Steve, I'll catch the next cloud home and be back at room temperature.
Al, I'm here to help people, and I've hurt someone really badly. I don't know how to come back from that.
Just do what I do. Pretend your mistakes never existed. Poof.
But God knows that I've made them.
He knows that I've made them too, but he forgives me.
I guess I just don't know how to forgive myself.
Oh, excuse me. If God is willing to forgive you, who are you not to forgive yourself? You think you know better than God?
No, not at all.
Listen to me. When God gave us free will, he knew we'd mess up with it sometimes, right?
Right.
You tell this stuff to people every day. How come I gotta remind you? God's got a plan. It's like the wind. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
I'm sorry. It's just that I don't feel like I'm doing God's work. You know, it's as if he has a plan, and because of me, everything went astray.
Monica, if my face wasn't frozen, I'd laugh out loud. Do you really think that you have the power to mess up God's plans? I mean, do you really think God is up there now saying, oh no, Monica messed up my plans? What am I going to do?
No, I suppose you're right.
Monica, God loves all his creations. That includes you and that includes me. And he would never leave us when we mess up. That's when we need him the most.
But I still don't know how to help Steve get his life back.
Do you know why God puts faces on the front of the body instead of the back?
I give up.
It's not a joke, that's a question. And I'll tell you this, once you figure out the answer, you'll have solved your problem,
I spoke with Mrs. Fanning. Candles down both aisles will be no problem. Now then, did you want an arbor at the altar too? They're very nice, very lovely, unless you're too tall.
That sounds wonderful.
Fine, fine. Now, this is where we'll stand. You'll be switched, of course. I will begin the ceremony, and I will say a few words. And then I will ask if there is anyone who knows why you should not be married. Let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
And I'll say, yeah, me.
And who are you?
I'm her husband.
My ex-husband.
Not anymore.
What?
I had a lawyer look over the settlement you negotiated for me. When I told him that the man with my power of attorney was marrying my ex-wife, he lit up like a pinball machine. Best case scenario, it's called conflict of interest. Worst case, conspiracy and fraud. It's gonna take the judge about 10 seconds to invalidate the deal and the divorce. In the meantime, I have an injunction.
Oh my.
You jerk. Bonnie, wait. Wait! I hope you're happy.
Thanks, I hope you're not.
Same old Steve. 5 years or no 5 years, you treat everyone like garbage, and you expect them to like it.
What are you talking about?
Bonnie doesn't want you. And Jesse wouldn't if you remembered how you used to treat him. We'll refile the divorce, and we'll make a new settlement. You can have everything. But you can't have Bonnie.
Stephen Thomas Bell, God has sent me to help you.
Yeah, you've been really helpful so far.
Well, sometimes the help that we need is not always the help that we want. Do you know why God put faces on the front of people's bodies?
No, I can't say that I do.
I figured it out. Faces are on the front so that people can see where they're going, not where they've been. We have to go forward, not backward.
I won't let this stupid accident ruin my life, and I am not going to lose my family.
Stephen, you lost them long before the accident.
That's a lie.
I'm sorry to say that it's not. You've made some terrible mistakes. Now, God will be there to help you and forgive you, but you still must bear the consequences.
Mistakes with consequences.
Do you know what that is?
The spoon?
The spoon.
scooped ice cream with it.
It's funny. Most people don't use a wooden spoon for that. I think you kept it around for something else.
Can't remember.
You can remember, you just don't want to. It's kind of an antique, isn't it?
It was my grandmother's and then my father's. It's just one of those dumb things that gets passed down, I guess.
I think they passed something else along to you as well.
Stephen! Who in the hell do you think you are? I'll teach you to touch my things. Where's that spoon? Get that spoon right now! I'm gonna tan your hide! Did you hear me? Bring it to me now! Stephen! Bring it to me now!
Do you remember now why Jesse was up on the roof 5 years ago?
I'm afraid to.
The truth will hurt, but it's nothing to fear.
Steve, come on.
Okay, let's... Hang on. Don't move.
Steve!
What are you doing?
I was looking for some ice cream.
Get out of there! Why you always into everything? Why can't you learn? Are you stupid? Every time I turn around, you're into something. Get the spoon.
Steve?
No problem. You clean this mess up, you go up to your room, and I'll be up later.
Steve, what is it?
Nothing. I'm coming.
But he didn't take the spoon that day. This time, he wasn't going to wait for his beating. This time, he decided to hide. So that little boy went out on the roof.
Jesse. Jesse, come on out. Jess.
Steve!
Come here, right now!
Honey, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, it's a...
Come here, just stop, right there.
Jesse, don't do that!
Come here.
Jesse, come on back.
Come here. Because of me? He was up on the roof because of me?
Your grandmother punished your father again and again with this wooden spoon. And then you were beaten with it by him. And all of your rage and all of your pain boiled inside you for years until you had a helpless child of your own to pass it on to.
So now God is going to punish me? He's going to take away my family?
No, God is not taking something away from you. He's giving you something. It's a gift. The chance to start over.
Oh my God, what have I done? What have I done?
God will forgive you even if you can't forgive yourself, Stephen. I've seen it happen.
I don't deserve to be forgiven.
Well, he will forgive you anyway if you'll just let him. Stephen, you can't change who you were, but with God's help, you can change who you are. And today you can start over, right now, right here. Let it all go. Walk away.
I don't know when the invitations are going out now. Everything's on hold. Look, can I call you back tomorrow? Thanks.
Jesse's asleep.
Come here. I called my friend downtown about a restraining order. If he comes anywhere near any of us, he goes right to jail.
Thank you.
Get out or I'm calling the police.
He means it, Steve, and so do I. You were an abusive person before the accident, and 5 years later, you're still a dangerous man, but I'm different. I didn't have the strength to stand up to you before, but I do now, and I am not going to let you hurt us anymore.
You're right. I just need to say something to both of you, and I won't blame you if you don't want to listen, but I hope you will. I know that I was a horrible person. The person you saw at the chapel today. I treated both of you and Jesse very badly. And if there's any way I could take that back, I would. I'm not gonna contest the divorce. I won't stand in the way of your wedding. It's the only way that I can prove to you that I'm not such a bad guy deep down. Way deep down, maybe. And I want you to know that I didn't know who I was before, but I know who I am now. And I'm asking you to forgive me. If you can.
I forgive you, Dad.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
I love you too, Dad.
Not bad. Not bad at all, girl.
Well, I learned from the master.
Master. I think I like that better than the angel's angel, don't you?
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join Bonnie and Matthew in the vows of matrimony. They are here of their own volition and in the sight of God. If there is anyone who knows why they should not be joined in this sacred bond, let them speak now or forever hold their peace. Bonnie, will you have Matthew as your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, in sickness and in health? And forsaking all others, will you be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Matthew, will you have Bonnie to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
Craig, are you okay? Craig, honey, can you hear me? Craig? Oh,
You looking for somebody?
yes, my son, he's 8, has on a red cowboy hat. He's been in there for a few minutes.
There's nobody else in there.
Well, sure there is.
Believe me, lady, there's nobody else in there.
What are you talking about? Craig!
Center for Missing Children, may I help you? Yes, we are. Yes, Amy Melio is still missing. Oh, she would be about 7 now. Are you saying you think you've seen her? What school bus?
Tess.
Uh-huh.
I never realized.
Where was that? Oh, no, honey, you did the right thing. Let me connect you with the person in charge of the case. And line 2, the Milio case.
I can't even imagine which one is my assignment. They all need an angel.
And there's been an angel assigned to every case on the outside. Your work is here on the inside.
Listen up, everybody. Frank's got something to say.
I just got a call from St. Louis PD. Our lead panned out. Marcy Goldblatt has been found safe and sound in a van on I-70.
That's Frank Champness. He used to be a great police detective, but he left the force and he works here now as an investigator.
Here's one for our side. Yeah! Now, let's make it happen again.
Frank is a driven man on a job that's never done, because there's always another child to find, and the faces of those children haunt him. And that can be very hard on a soul.
And that's where I come in.
Well, he's more vulnerable than ever now, and we're here to protect him.
Protect him from what?
I don't know yet. Frank, this is Monica, the new rookie.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Look, I gotta make some calls, so why don't you two go grab a bite, and I'll show Monica around when you get back. Julie will cover for you.
Hello. How are you? Well, goodbye. Oh, have a great time in Bermuda, and good luck with that job interview. Oh, elevators are such a great place for meeting people, Tess. Why can't they see that?
Well, people are suspicious. They don't know when you're going to steal their money or their car or...
For their souls.
Speaking of the devil...
Kathleen, what's she doing here?
I don't know, baby, but there's always a fallen angel around the next corner trying to start trouble for somebody. You just keep your assignment, let that evil thing go. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
All the volunteers work closely with local law enforcement agencies as well as the FBI. We have the advantage because we only do one thing, find missing kids.
Well, that's what I want to do.
Oh, boy, excuse me.
Out late last night, huh, partner? New girlfriend.
Ah.
It's about time you had something beside this.
We work with various online services and maintain a data bank on missing kids.
Within minutes of an abduction, we can fax almost simultaneously to hundreds of police departments across the country.
Don't the police do that?
Well, they don't have the capabilities. We have state-of-the-art equipment here that give us a leg up.
Frank, line 4, Don, line 5.
Thank you.
Andrew?
Hey, baby. Take a look at this. This is so incredible. Right, this is a picture of a child that's been missing for about 2 years, okay? Now, obviously, he's grown, so we don't know what he looks like now. This computer can actually age, progress his photograph to give us an idea of how he looks today.
Wow.
And all you do is you take his photograph, scan it through the computer, along with pictures of his parents taken at, approximately the same age, and unfortunately, it takes forever. So maybe we can hurry this along a little bit.
Wow.
Time's very important around here.
So now you're moonlighting as a computer technician, huh? Andrew,
Yes,
what are you doing here?
it's my shift. Ah, look at this. I love computers.
Your shift?
Yeah. This is the toughest assignment that an angel of death can get. Sitting around here, waiting to get the word. It's too hard.
But I thought you liked being an angel of death.
Oh, no, I do. I do. Sometimes, you know, the getting there. Yeah. But attending the murder of a child. That's why we take shifts. So how about those computers, huh?
Your assignment is on the move. Computers. Give me a fine quill pen and hand-pressed parchment any day.
How long has he been missing? Okay. Frontenac Mall. Yeah, I heard you. We'll be right there.
Wait up, Frank. If you want to learn, you got to keep up. We really got a break here. Usually we get all our information secondhand. I guess I'll go see what's what.
Are you all right?
Yeah, fine. There's the mother.
How can you tell?
I've seen that look 1,000 times.
White Plains PD brought us in as soon as they got the call. It's pretty much the way they ran it down on the phone. The father's on his way. No indications, really, of a family abduction. They gave us the okay to talk to the mother.
Let's do it.
Mrs. Cooper, I'm Don Dudley. This is Frank Champness and Monica. We're with the Center for Missing Children.
Oh my God, he's really gone, isn't he?
Mrs. Cooper, are you up for answering some hard questions?
Yes, I think I am.
Did you see the janitor go in?
Yes.
Did you see anyone else go in?
I don't know. People were coming and going. I wasn't watching. I was just waiting. It's my fault, isn't it?
No.
It happens in malls all across the country. Don't blame yourself or you won't be any help.
Do you have a recent photograph of Craig?
We just picked him up this morning.
This will be fine. Call me anytime, day or night. I'm gonna find your son, Mrs. Cooper. That's a promise.
Three-year-old Brian Grayson disappeared 2 weeks ago.
Investigators have failed to locate the 3-year-old Grayson child who was abducted from the Frontenac
It's been
Mall.
10 years since Brian Grayson was last seen here at the Frontenac Mall.
So you two work so well together, you decided to become partners,
Please,
eh?
enough already. You got my whole life story. Here, take these forms and get them copied and get them to a case manager.
All
okay?
right. I'll be right back.
Can I get a word? What the hell's going on with you?
What?
Making a promise? What are you gonna do if you can't make good on it?
I will.
Oh, you will, I see. And where did the center fit in? You walked away without getting half the information we need.
Back off, man. Just back off.
Something's going on with him. He never drops the ball. Maybe that's why he can't keep his mind on the job. But who can blame him? That's the new girlfriend.
Tell my man his angel's here.
Kathleen is Frank's new girlfriend?
I know, baby. The battle just took a turn for the worse.
Well, Miss Monica, we meet again.
Kathleen, I wish I could say I was happy to see you.
Somebody's happy to see me.
Hi.
Hi. Look,
This is exactly like the rug my grandfather had. How did you find this?
well, I remembered how you described it when I saw it in the window. I just had to get it for you. Do you like it?
This is the nicest thing anybody's ever done for me.
Let's go see how it looks in your place.
Excuse me, Frank. I still have some questions about...
Haven't you had enough of this depressing job for one day?
We just found a child this morning in St. Louis.
I think that's inspiring.
And I bet you got 17 calls about missing children since lunch. Am I right?
How many, Tess?
17.
Isn't she amazing? I think maybe you're psychic or something.
Frank, you were going to show me how to use the database.
But it's 6 o'clock.
Look, we just got a new case. The trail is still hot.
Go.
What do you mean, go?
I mean, go. I'll cover tonight. Get your head on straight. You take the first shift in the morning.
Let's go.
Come on, rookie. This won't take long. The computer almost runs itself.
Talk about going to the devil. Can't believe it.
Happens every day.
Where do you think we ought to put it?
In front of the couch, silly. That new girl, Monica, she's very pretty.
Uh-huh.
She has a crush on you, you know.
What are you talking about?
Women have radar. We know these things. It's obvious the way she follows you around, where she looks at you. She didn't even want you to leave tonight.
No way, we just met.
I've seen this before, Frank. She'll happen to get assigned to all your cases, start doing little things for you, making excuses for coming to your door. And then when you don't give her the attention she wants, she starts throwing little tantrums. And that's nice. Undermining you on the job. And then the whole office is falling apart.
You know, I think you're starting to get a little jealous.
I'm thinking of you, not me. Besides, she can't cook you a dinner like I can. Why don't you go take a hot shower, relax. I'll start cooking.
You're too good to be true. Too good to be true. It's taking longer and longer to heat up. Monica.
Hello. I'm really sorry to bother you, but we can't find that photograph of Craig Cooper. You know, the one his mother gave you. I think you put it in your jacket pocket. Oh, and I found this outside the door. I guess you must have dropped it.
Oh, it's from the IRS. Thank you. Come on in. Here you go. Look, you didn't have to come over yourself. We've got runners to do that type of thing.
Oh, I don't mind. Well, I suppose I should be going.
Suppose you should.
I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Gee, she showed up sooner than I thought. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Every chance she gets, she does something to try to hurt Frank, even if he doesn't know it. I just don't understand why she does it. It makes no sense.
Trying to make sense out of evil will only give you a headache, Miss Wings. Evil is for evil's sake, period. Its goal is chaos and destruction.
Well, all I know is you cannot let Frank Chapness get pulled down. I can't tell you how many times I've been standing by, ready to go, and Frank just gets there, just in time. I don't know how he does it.
Sure you do. The miracle is there's no more evil in the world than there is.
Chicken paprikash, pumpernickel bread, Greek salad, all my favorites. Maybe you are psychic.
Frank, I want to apologize for snooping earlier.
I overreacted.
No, I shouldn't have done it. And, well, I just feel so comfortable with you. I don't want to keep any secrets from you. But I understand if there are things that...
No. It's hard for me to let anyone get close. No, I guess I figured that love just wasn't in the cards for me. But I wasn't counting on you. I started keeping a scrapbook when I first was assigned to missing children. There's so many of them. Sometimes we find them before anything bad can happen, and sometimes we don't. So I started cutting the articles out of the paper, pasting them in this book. Successes and failures. Then I never look at them again. I guess it's like I'm cutting the darkness out of me and locking it away.
The things you've seen, the horrors these children have endured, the guilt you must feel when you're too late. I really worry about you, Frank. You need some rest, though. I'm gonna go clean the kitchen and go home.
No.
I want you to go straight to bed and get some sleep.
It feels good having someone looking after me.
That's what I'm here for.
If only I would have gotten here sooner. Yeah, I'm coming. This better be.
Are you all right, baby?
Fine, why?
I had a premonition. It was cold and dark. There were bodies. I thought it might have something to do with you.
It did. Come in.
I feel a little foolish waking you up so early.
Please don't. I was glad to get out of that dream. Besides, I can get to the office a little early.
It's amazing that my little premonition was about a dream you were actually having. I guess we have a real connection.
I guess we do.
And since that one was so on target...
What?
I see this bright red. If you see bright red today, you should reach out and grab it.
I'm supposed to grab bright red.
If you don't, something terrible will happen. And there's something else. You know, that little boy? I see him with animals.
Animals? What kind of animals?
Lions, tigers, bears.
Oh, my. Something red. She did it again.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning. Lions, tigers, and bears. The circus. Monica, I just got a lead on the Cooper kid. I'm going to check it out.
Well, I'll go with you.
No. I need you here. Page me if anything comes up.
Center for Missing Children.
Where have you been?
Following our lead.
Well, we got a call from somebody who said that they saw Craig Cooper downtown.
Well, why didn't you page me?
We tried to 11 times.
So I finally woke Don from a dead sleep and sent him instead.
Hello, Center for Missing Children. Oh, yes, Dawn. What happened? All right. Yes, all right. I'll tell him. Dawn didn't get there in time. They found Craig's cowboy hat, but nothing else.
You can't find them all, Frank.
I've been looking all over for you.
Look, Monica, I know a lot of women come to the city expecting to meet the right guy, but this isn't the time, and I'm not that guy.
Meet a guy? Oh, no, that's not why I'm here. I have all the love I need in my life. I'm here, Frank, because I respect you and the work that you do.
Well, lately I haven't done anything that deserves respect.
Now, you mustn't blame yourself.
Oh, mustn't I? Well, who should I blame? You? Don?
If you must lay blame, then blame evil. It's not you who loses them, but evil who takes them.
Evil. Like Satan, like the devil.
Yes, he exists. And he's working every day of every month of every year to destroy what is good in this world.
Look, Monica, I know you mean well, but I don't believe in evil. I believe in evil people, but evil is some intelligent force. Bottom line, Craig Cooper is missing because I screwed up. I can't believe this is happening again.
Again?
Brian Grayson, 3 years old and already a Brewers fan. Disappeared in a mall in Milwaukee. I was a rookie cop. I had this idea of being a hero, finding Brian and personally placing him in his mother's arms. So I held out. I got 2 leads, but instead of giving one to another cop who could follow up, I tried to cover them both myself. The first lead didn't pan out. By the time I got around to the second one, it was too late. Brian was gone. 15 years later, I'm still looking for him. Evil? If evil does exist, it's not some outside force. It's inside me.
No, Frank. That's not true.
Hello?
Are you an angel?
Yes, I am.
I prayed for you to come.
I know. God heard you. And he sent me.
I miss my mommy and daddy.
I know you do, honey. And they really miss you, too. And someday, you'll all be together again in a new home. But you get to go there first. Here we go.
You can't have him.
And who's gonna stop me? You have rules to play by, Monica. Angels must not interfere with a human's free will. Well, I don't play by the rules. His will is already mine. You've already lost.
It's not me you're fighting, Kathleen. It's God. And I don't think I'd count him out just yet if I were you.
May I help you?
No. I mean,
You're trying to make up your mind whether to go upstairs or not?
How did you know?
Oh, I know a lot of things. I know that you're the janitor from the mall. And you think you might be able to help to find that missing boy?
I don't know. I feel kind of dumb. What if I'm wrong?
If is the saddest word in the history of language. For instance, if I had gone down to those detectives and told them what I know, could that little boy have been saved? You hang on to that if long enough, it can eat a hole right into your heart. But let it go. Tell people what you know, whether it sounds dumb or not. And then that little word has no more power over you. It's up to you.
I guess I'll go up.
I'll go with you.
And so the guy asks, you ever meet a real cowboy? In this really quiet voice. I should have known what was going on.
There's no way you could have known that, Ryan.
I just wish I remembered sooner.
A lot of people recall details later. What's important is that you're here now.
So you didn't see the guy's face?
No, sir.
Okay, well, thank you. If you remember anything else, give us a call.
He did that.
Did what?
That thing she just did.
It was a woman.
Dressed like a man.
Was there anything else? Anything at all that was unusual, no matter how small?
Well, there were some tags in the trash, like from new clothes. I don't know, I figured it was probably shoplifters or something.
Do you remember what store they were from?
Kelly's men's store. They have this little shamrock on their tags.
I'm on it.
You did real good.
Yeah.
Check over here.
Craig!
Craig!
We'll have you out in a minute, Craig.
Evelyn is on the way.
Been a very good boy. Your mom's gonna be here soon.
So we found him, Tess, and the police have already caught the lady kidnapper.
Oh, that was no lady angel, girl.
It's funny. I'm surprised it wasn't Kathleen.
Oh, no. That's not her style. She's more interested in the bigger picture.
Craig.
Mommy!
Oh, thank you. Oh, God, thank you.
Hey, Bubby. Zero. Brian Grayson, 3 years old, and already a Brewers fan. If I had this idea of being a hero, 15 years later, I'm still looking for him. I'm still looking.
Frank, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Somebody broke into my apartment. No, don't. No. Place was a mess. I'm telling you. Place was a mess.
I'm really worried about you, Frank.
What is wrong with this thing? Dudley, I need to...
So there are just 5 more numbers here that we really should
Who do you
call.
think you are? You just couldn't leave well enough alone, could you? I told you I made a mistake, and you had to spread it around, didn't you? Kathleen warned me about you.
She warned you about me? But it's Kathleen you should be.
Just stay away from me, lady. You got a real problem.
Lay off, Frank. If anybody's got a problem, it's you.
Oh, so now you're investigating me?
What?
If you didn't trust me, you should have come to me instead of going behind my back. As of right now, our partnership is over.
What's the matter with you?
Why would you tell me, Frank? It's all your fault. Fine, Frank. It's all your fault, Frank. It's all your fault, Frank.
What's that face on you, baby?
I should have gone after him.
Well, Kathleen is working Frank over pretty good, but you cannot make a man pull back unless he wants to. So when she's pushed him too far, he'll be ready for a little backup. And you just be ready.
Hey. Rough day in Angel World?
Frank needs help, but Tess wants me to wait. I
can't just sit here and do nothing if Frank's in trouble.
So what's that?
An unsolved case of Frank's. He thinks that he made a mistake, and that's why the wee boy was never found. He's been tortured by it for years.
All right, stop the presses. I'll tell you what. You go get me the old case file on this, and remember, family photographs help.
Andrew, I don't know about this. Tess doesn't want me to do anything until Frank is ready.
Yeah?
Well, I'm doing something.
No, I'm doing something. You're watching. You are always like this. All right, here we go. And you know this is going to be a long shot, don't you? I mean, this child's been missing for more than 15 years. Does that help?
Brian Grayson was first reported missing in 1980 and has not been seen since, and it is generally known that it is all Frank's fault.
Frank, it's your fault. It's all your fault. Frank, it's all your fault. It's your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's all your fault, Frank. It's your fault. It's all your fault, Frank. It's your fault. It's all your fault, Frank. It's your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's all your fault, Frank. It's all your fault, Frank. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's all your fault, Frank. It's all your fault, Frank. It's your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's your fault. It's all your fault. Stop. It's your fault.
God, please help me. Monica?
I am an angel, sent by God to help you.
An angel.
She's just your hallucination, Frank. Your job has finally pushed you over the edge.
Kathleen?
I am an angel.
I care about you, Frank. And you can't take the pressure of this job anymore. Done enough good deeds for one lifetime. It's time to take care of yourself.
What a perfect plan. To destroy a man who repairs broken families.
I don't believe this is happening.
It's not. You're losing your mind.
No, you're fighting for your soul, Frank. Right here. Think. When did all these terrible things start happening to you? When did the nightmares begin?
No. Kathleen loves me.
No. Kathleen has shown you a poor imitation of love. But if you look at her with the light of God, then you will see her for what she truly is.
Oh, come on. Don't be ridiculous.
Look at her, Frank.
You can't find them all, Frank. And they will pay for your mistakes.
Don't listen to her.
The pain, the terror of those children will be on your shoulders. God has abandoned them.
No, never.
I'm telling you the truth.
She's telling you lies, Frank.
God, please help me. Who's telling the truth?
Come on, baby. You said so yourself. I'm too good
to be true. Get out. What was she?
She used to be an angel, but she traded the power of love for the love of power. But her power over you has just been broken.
That was close.
She almost stopped you from doing what you were born to do, Frank. To save the children.
I don't save them. I want to win every time.
God doesn't expect you to win every time, Frank. He loves you, and you should use that love to give you the strength to keep going.
What about the children?
Some of them you will carry back home in your arms. And the others, he will carry home in his. Trust him. And let go of anyone or anything that tries to hold you back. The boy you've been looking for, Brian, he's alive. And look who he grew up to be.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. He said he's been fascinated with shopping malls ever since he can remember. I guess now we know why. Well, he looks just like your Brian, only 15 years older. No. Don't thank me. We work as a team here. Okay. Your mother wants to speak to you.
Hello? I do remember. No, they just told me you were a dream. I love you too, Mom. I always did.
Let's give him some privacy.
It's good to have you back, partner.
It's good to be back.
I want to thank you. I'm not sure why, but something tells me you had a hand in all this. Back to work.
I don't know what to say.
Just never lose hope. There's always a battle going on that you can't see. We lose our children to something more terrible than bad luck, and it isn't luck that saves them.
I have only one question.
I told you.
Where did this grown-up picture of Brian come from?
Well, Tess, you see, I cannot tell a lie. I did help Andrew to make it, even though you told me to do nothing but...
Andrew. Good thinking.
What?
Put that time to good use.
Well, yeah, it's a team effort.
$0.32 to send a piece of paper from here to there. Ben told me this would happen, but I didn't believe it.
Ben?
My good old friend, Ben Franklin. I helped him start the post office a couple centuries ago.
Your old friend. You told me he was a nosy motor mouth.
Well, most of my best friends are motor mouths, if you get my meaning. Now, where was I?
Post office, the old days.
Well, back then, communication wasn't so easy. People would wait weeks, months to hear from their loved ones. So they would take time to write from the heart. But now it's mostly bills and sweepstakes and that free detergent in those little bitty boxes. Nobody's communicating anymore. They're just wasting trees.
I wish I got some mail.
As of now, you do.
Look, Tess. I may be a winner already.
Yes, you are, baby, and neither rain nor sleet nor snow will keep you from your appointed assignment.
Excuse me.
We're closed. Don't blame me. I got here on time.
Max. I'm so sorry. Would you please come back tomorrow morning? We'll be open at 8:30 sharp.
Max has been with the post office almost 30 years.
Is he always like that?
Oh, no. Sometimes he has a bad day. But that's what happens when you try to keep life out instead of letting it in.
He must be very lonely.
He is. It's the price you pay when you're trying to keep yourself safe from pain.
It's too high of a price.
And Max has been paying it a long time.
He dropped a letter.
It's not really addressed to him, is it?
He reads God's mail.
And he answers it, too. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Hello.
Don't waste your breath. Every branch has its cross to bear, and Max is ours.
He seems like a very private person.
Private. Try paranoid. I'm your supervisor, Ms. Raphael. Not Miss, not Mrs. Ms. Your name is?
Monica.
They sent you down from Central.
You could say that, yes.
Let's bring you up to speed on parcels and bundles. Then we'll check you out on stacking and sorting, my personal favorite. That's where the action is. This is the lunchroom. 30 minutes. Punch in, punch out. There's a greasy spoon down the street, but they're slow. If you're late, you're docked. And wash the mayo and ketchup or what have you off your hands. We deliver a clean litter in this station.
Pardon me, Max. I'm Monica. These letters are ready for sorting. If you don't mind my asking.
I do.
Well, you don't know what I'm going to ask yet.
Don't know, don't care.
I'm new here.
That's not a question.
I was wondering, what does a mail sorter do specifically? Or generally?
I sort the handwritten letters by zip code, specifically. Decipher bad handwriting occasionally, and handle the dead letter file generally.
Dead letters? How does a letter die?
Can you read this chicken scratch?
Can't
Can't read where it's going. No return address. Nowhere to go. That adds up to dead. Into the Dear Santa, Dear Easter Bunny, Dear Elvis box.
Oh, by the way.
Stamp machine stuck again, Max.
Don't mess anything up. I have a system here.
Dear God, how do you make the stars twinkle like that? My brother says you use 1 million light bulbs, but my sister says they're diamonds. Write back and tell me the truth, love, Ben. Dear Ben.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't worry. I won't tell anyone. Do you answer all the children's letters?
It's kind of a hobby.
Dear Ben, I'm glad you like looking at the stars, but it isn't God who makes them twinkle. It's air pollution.
Right.
If there really were a God, we wouldn't have any pollution.
It's true.
But you can't write that to a child.
Someone has to.
Why?
Kids should hear what they need to survive in this world. There's no God who's going to snap his finger and make things better. The only thing to believe in is themselves. The sooner they learn that, the better.
But what you're saying isn't true.
Really? What makes... Where'd you get that?
Oh, you dropped it?
Well? Don't you have work to do?
It would help if he thought you were on his side.
The tattoo on his arm. Was he in a concentration camp?
Auschwitz. He was 6.
I volunteered to go there, but I never got assigned. I wish I had.
No, you don't.
Here we go. 6 flowers, 12 lighthouses, and 50 unforgettable scenes from the Civil War. Although President Grant, he wasn't quite that tall. Thank you.
Look who's just arrived by special delivery. But death never goes too far from a man like Max.
Looks like you could use some help.
I can't reach.
Do you want me to mail it for you?
Somebody usually helps.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that would be me today then, huh? Okay. Ready? Here we go.
Thank you.
No problem. To God, heaven, from Tanya. Sweet little girl.
I don't understand. Max answers all the other letters to God. But why doesn't he answer the ones from Tanya? Look at them. All from Tanya, all unopened.
He's not supposed to open these, but it looks like he did. One or two, anyway.
Would it be wrong if we read them?
Oh, it's a federal offense to tamper with other people's mail.
But they don't even belong to Max. I mean, they're addressed to God, and, well, we're like God's secretaries.
Personal assistants.
Don't tell me what you are. I know what you are. You're just plain curious. And me too. Secretaries, huh?
Assistants.
Maybe we could ask permission.
We?
You.
It's okay by him.
Okay. Now, this was the first letter that Max opened. Dear God, my name is Tanya. I'm 7 years old. Almost. My birthday is next week, and Daddy says I get to blow out the candles. I know you're not supposed to tell your wish, but can I tell you, or do you already know? Love, Tanya.
Dear God, I don't understand your letter real well. Of course, if you aren't real, then how come you wrote to me? It sounds like you were in a bad mood. Sandy has lots of bad moods. That's when she hits.
Dear God, today is my birthday. How long does it take for the wish to come true? Daddy says he's feeling better, but I know he's not. And Sandy keeps hurting me.
Dear God, Daddy says the angels are coming to take him to heaven soon. Please let me go with him. I would rather be in heaven with Daddy than here with Sandy. My writing is bad because she hurted my hand. Please write me soon.
Dear God, I am crying. If you don't have time to write me, that's okay. I'll see you soon. Love, Tanya. Is that why you're here? Is that why Tanya could see you? Because she's going to die?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I do know it's going to be complicated.
Complicated? What could be more simple? There's someone out there hurting a child, and I can save her.
Hold on a minute. You don't have the power to save anything on this earth. And the one who does wants you to stay with Max.
Max? But Max won't help her.
You don't know that.
Sure I do. Humans get a chance every day to help someone, but they won't because they're afraid. Well, I'm not afraid.
That's right. If you help Tanya, you risk nothing. But if Max tries to save her, he'll risk everything. And that's what will save him.
If he helps.
Maybe he won't even try, but maybe he will try and succeed. Maybe he'll try and fail.
It's his choice. And whatever choice he makes, you've got to be there for him.
But Tess, who will be there for Tanya?
Who do you think?
I'll have a bologna sandwich on white. And do you have any dried prunes?
Just right now.
I can imagine.
Yeah. You?
Do you make your lattes with 2%?
A what?
You know, I'll have a non-fat steamer with hazelnut. Cappuccino?
Let's just narrow this down. We're talking food or beverage?
Give the lady a cup of coffee and some boiled milk.
Foreigners.
Nobody's ever asked me to have lunch, ever.
Well, I wanted to talk to you about something in private.
Well, I'm telling you up front, I'm not signing any petitions. I don't go to office parties, and I don't trade shifts.
But you do answer God's mail.
So?
So? Why didn't you answer these?
You shouldn't have opened them.
Well, somebody had to. It was obvious you didn't want to read them because you know what's inside. A little girl is in trouble and she's counting on you.
To do what? Dress up in a God suit and hop over to her house to hide candy eggs in her backyard? And hang a stocking full of salvation on her mantle? She's waiting for a fairy tale to come true.
She's waiting for someone to save her life.
I don't want to get involved.
You already are involved. You answered the first letter.
All I told her is what I tell everyone, that there is no God. If she can't handle that...
Well, she didn't believe you because she's got the true faith of an innocent child.
Innocence kills. The sooner Tanya grows up, the less disappointed she'll be.
Max, she may not get a chance to grow up. Her faith is the only thing that's still keeping her alive, but it's dying, and she will too unless you do something.
I don't have to listen to this. If you want to get yourself into a mess, you help.
But she needs you. Look, I'm not going to let you leave here until you hear me out.
Is there another way out of here?
Back there. Whoa! That's $6.50 whether you eat the stuff or not.
Max, I brought you here for a reason.
And I'm leaving for a reason, too.
Little girls who lie end up in big trouble, Tanya, so stop lying. And what did you do with the money, Tanya?
I didn't take it, Sandy. Honest.
I had a $20 bill in my pocket and... You're trying to mess with my head, ain't you?
No, I just want to get some food for Daddy. He's hungry.
I'm sick and tired of taking care of him. And you. I need a drink.
Hi.
Hi.
I know you. I've seen you at the post office.
That's right.
If I give you a letter, will you mail it for me?
Of course I will.
It's right back there. Come on, it's okay. That's Daddy. I thought I had one more stamp. I know I put it here somewhere. Daddy says the angels are going to take him soon. So I drew him a picture of heaven. Where's my stamp? I know it's here.
We haven't been able to take care of. I hate to have that many people to me. This convention is enough to put our city on the map. 2,400 clubs is celebrating. Can you imagine that? You, Mr. Mayor, will be the official host who will make the arrangements for decorating the city parades and the reception when he gets home. And don't wear your flag.
Hi. What are you doing here?
Max and I were having lunch next door.
Coincidentally.
I got him to the door, but he walked in all by himself.
Well, let's see if he walks out.
Poor man. Will it be soon?
Very nice. Lots of stars.
This is going to be my last letter to God.
Why?
He doesn't write me back. And all my stamps are gone.
You must spend a lot on stamps.
If you don't get milk at lunch, you can save a dime. So I drink water.
No, wait, I'm sure I have a stamp. Yep, here it is.
Thank you.
Tanya?
Come and meet my daddy.
Baby.
I'm here, Daddy.
Who do you got with you?
This is Max. He's gonna help me mail my letter.
I work at the post office.
Could you get me a glass of water, baby?
Okay.
I don't know what angle you want, but I'll give you a quick.
Hey, man, come closer. Please. Please help my daughter. I'm dying. I don't want her to be here when I die.
I can't.
He's got a temper. Take her before she comes back. There won't be nobody to protect her when I'm gone.
Here's the water, Daddy.
I can't. Please.
I can't.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Hey, my letter! Daddy?
It's okay, baby.
Max.
You blew it, Miss Wings.
Blew it? Oh, Tess, I had to try.
Not that way. That man had a free will of his own, and you took it away from him. He was not ready to go into that apartment. So why are you surprised that things worked out the way they did?
I was just trying to help.
But you didn't. You're worse off now than you were before. And Max is going to be harder to get to than ever. And that poor little girl is in more danger than ever.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should be. You know better. You've got to remember there are no shortcuts. You got to go straight for Max's heart.
What heart?
What's the matter with you? Have you been licking too many stamps? Judging a man is easy. Compassion is hard. You remember that.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been hanging around with Max too much. You're talking to yourself. Stop it.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Yes, Ms. Do you know where Max is?
Out sick. First time I can remember him ever calling in sick. Wish he'd mentioned it sooner so I could have looked forward to it.
Sick?
Oh, look at this. Another kid disappeared. Father died in some flop house. They think the attic girlfriend took off with her. Kid was getting beat up all the time. Nobody ever says a thing until it's too late. Kid's probably dead by now.
No.
Maybe it's a blessing. What kind of future did she have anyway?
Max? Max? Are you in here?
Yeah.
Do you mind if I turn on a light?
No.
Ms. Raphael said this was the first day that you'd missed work in 30 years.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't make it out the front door.
It wasn't your fault, Max.
It was my fault. I should have helped her, but I didn't. I wanted to, but...
But you were afraid. Tanya was afraid too, but she never lost hope.
They take it away from you sooner or later. Better to give it up and make a clean break of it.
When did you lose your hope?
It died with my family.
In the war.
In the gas chambers.
And your belief in God went with it?
There's no God. I used to think so. I tried to write him a letter once. I wanted him to keep my family safe. To inscribe us in the book of life. All I had to write on were the soles of the shoes my father made for me just before.
He was a shoemaker.
He put them on my feet. And he said, never forget, wherever these shoes take you, you are walking with God.
He was right, your father.
My father believed God would save us, right up to the day he died. I never saw my father again. I tried to finish my letter to God, but I couldn't. He'd left me, like everybody else. I lost the shoes. I lost my family. And ever since, I've walked alone. There's no God.
Oh, Max, I know that there is a God. And there's a reason that you and Tanya were brought together. You couldn't save your family, but you can save Tanya.
It's too late.
We don't know that. But it will be too late if you do nothing. Too late for her. And too late for you, Max.
Yeah, what can I do you for?
I'm looking for a girl.
Coffee I got. Girls you gotta look for.
No, this girl.
Yeah, I saw this. Shame.
You know her?
Who's asking?
I'm a friend.
Looks like she could have used one. Cops were asking about her, too. She's just gone. It's too bad about her old man, because he was a nice guy. But this wacko girlfriend of his, she comes in here stoned, dealing right here at my counter. I don't need this.
Well, why didn't you call the police or social services? Why didn't you help the poor kid?
What about you? You did say you were her friend?
Have you noticed how even people who don't believe in God call out his name in their loneliest hour?
What are you doing here?
You can't ask for his help unless somewhere deep inside you truly believe in him and in the message he's asked me to deliver.
Who are you?
I'm someone you want to believe, Max, but you're afraid to. Afraid of God, afraid of an angel.
No angels, no God, no hope. I don't know what's going on. If I'm losing my mind. But if you really exist, please let me find her.
Max?
Tanya, are you okay?
Sandy took me to this guy's house, but then I smoked something and fell asleep. And I came back to see my daddy, but he was gone.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Coffee? And a hamburger?
And French fries.
And French fries. Would you like something to drink? Hot chocolate?
Okay.
Tanya Brenner,
Yeah?
put your hands on your head. Now!
Why?
You're under arrest.
But he's my friend.
You have the right to remain
No.
silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford.
I don't understand. He got involved. He did the right thing.
I know. But God has a plan. And just because you don't understand it and Max doesn't understand it does not mean that God doesn't understand it.
But they're taking him to jail. He's so afraid to be locked up.
He already is. Without faith, a man's mind is a lonely cell, baby.
Oh, Tess, what can I do?
You just be ready to lend a helping hand, and let me take care of the rest of it.
Please, you have to help me get out of here. do you want?
I thought maybe there was something I could do to help.
No, you've done enough.
I'm sorry about the way things turned out.
Well, it's all part of God's plan, right?
No, it's not.
Why is he sending me an angel?
Because you need one.
Isn't it enough that you made me believe in God?
Lots of people believe, but trusting him, that's the next step.
Trust? Are you kidding? Do you know how much it hurts to know that God exists and that he hates me?
God doesn't hate you.
Then why didn't he let me die with the rest of my family? Why am I still here?
I don't know. You're here because they didn't find you. And you're still alive because you have a purpose.
What about my mother and father? Are you saying that their lives had no purpose?
No, God gives everyone a purpose. But humans still have the choice to hate and kill, to destroy their lives and yours.
Guard! Guard! Get her out of here. Get her out of here. I want her to go. I'm not interested in a message from God. I got it already. 6 million men, women, and children are gone. Where was he? What was he doing?
He was weeping for his children.
Don't say that to me! He abandoned us!
No. That so many died is unimaginable. But that anyone lived. Max. Without God, no one would have survived.
You don't know. You weren't there, were you? Were you?
No.
I was.
I've seen you before.
I'm Andrew.
Now I remember. You were death.
I didn't bring it, Max. I just helped him through it. It was a privilege to witness such courage. I saw you in a room like this before. It was the last time you saw your father.
Oh, God.
He was a remarkable man, Max. Do you want to know how he died? Let me tell you. He died on his feet, Max. On his feet, he was praising God. He was thanking God for his life and his family and asking God for one more blessing, that he would walk with his son, Max, for the rest of his days, no matter how many there were left. And that journey has brought you back here, to a room like this, back to the last place you saw your father. You know, that's where Tanya knew to go when she was lost. Back to the last place she saw her father. Never, never forget, Max. When God is no longer real to you, or you feel as if you've lost your faith, just go back. Just go back, and he will be there waiting for you.
God loves you, Max, and he always has. And he doesn't want you to forget. You can't forget. You mustn't forget. But for all the horror and terror that you knew in this place, you also knew faith and love here. And if you don't come back and get it, they will have won.
Oh, come on. When those officers come in for their snack, give them a little truth with their coffee.
I don't want to give them indigestion.
Just tell them what you told me, that girl was upstairs the whole time, and Max was just trying to rescue her.
I don't know.
Oh, you're gonna love getting involved. Trust me.
Last guy told me that was recruiting volunteers for Nixon. Hey, guys. Listen, I kind of remember something about that little girl.
Oh?
Yeah, well, the guy you picked up. Well, the truth is, he wasn't doing what you think he was doing.
Tanya!
They said you were back here and I could come say hi.
Oh, I'm so glad you did.
I wanted to mail this on my way from school, but I didn't have a stamp.
Stamps we've got. What's that?
Another letter to God. I have to ask him for one more thing.
What?
My foster place is nice and all. Mrs. Dunlop bakes me cupcakes and stuff. But it's not like a real family.
I'll tell you what. I'll help you mail your letter, and you can help me mail mine.
Can we use an angel stamp?
One angel coming up.
Is yours a letter to God, too?
Well, no, Tanya, it's an application for me to try to be your foster father. It's a long process, and I won't do it if you don't want me to. But if it all goes through, we can be a family, you and me. If it's okay. I guess it's okay. Up you go.
Up we go.
That's right, up we go. Oh. No, come in. Come in. How can I help you? Oh, special delivery. I'll be right back.
Thank you. Makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, makes me think this man's in the wrong line of work.
This looks like an interesting one. It's as if there's another painting underneath.
Pentimento.
The wee red thing in an olive.
No, that's a pimento.
I love olives.
Please stay with me here. Pentimento is when one painting is painted over another. It's like the artist started painting a sunny day, and something changed, and she painted right over the top of it.
Well, why wouldn't she just start a new canvas?
Because she thought she could hide it. People do that all the time, baby, whether they're artists or not. They find something in their lives they don't like. They paint right over it so no one else can see it.
But it doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't. Your job is to help them expose their true colors to the light.
Look, Tess, over here.
Now that's the kind of art I'm good at.
I know you're gonna have to work on that.
Neil, it's getting late.
Honey, hurry up. Your mom wants to say goodbye.
Oh, I'm not saying goodbye here. I'm going with you.
To the base?
Yes, of course.
Well, Marion, it's usually the wives who take the husbands out, not the mothers.
I'm not like most mothers. You're not going to take pictures, are you? Neil doesn't like his picture taken. We're taking my car.
So, which one of them is my assignment?
Both of them. Mother and daughter-in-law.
Two? But how can I keep track of two assignments at once?
Don't worry. You can always find them at each other's throats.
So, this is about two women that don't get along?
Things are never that simple, and you know it, Miss Wings.
Then, are there lives at stake here?
More lives and souls than you know. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
I guess this is it.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna miss you.
I'm packing you a sweater.
Thanks, Mom.
I already put one in there.
Oh, one more won't hurt.
There is a weight limit, Marion.
But then he'll want to take his favorite.
I'm gonna need a minute in private.
All right. We'll be in the kitchen.
No, Mom, I mean, I want to be alone with April.
Oh, of course.
Are you okay, Mom?
Fine, it's nothing.
I have a plan. I'm gonna have a baby on a nuclear submarine, and you're gonna live with your mom for the next 6 months.
Well, at least you're sounding positive.
I am.
You're not saying if we have the baby this time.
I gotta be positive. I just wish I didn't have to go through it all with your mother.
Baby, we've been through this. You can't take any chances this time. You can't be alone, and I can't be there for you. Look, just hang in there, all right? And when I get back, we'll get a nice transfer to someplace in paradise. Palm trees and an officer's bungalow.
And a hut for the mother-in-law.
You just watch out for the peanut, okay?
Jennifer. Honey, you gotta call her by her name even before she's born.
Jennifer. Hey, Jenny. You remember to tell your mommy how much I love her.
Duty calls, you're gonna be late.
Marion, could you just...
What?
Okay. Wait a second, all right? You two are gonna be spending 6 months together. I love you. And I love you too. And I would like very much for the women in this family to be in one piece when I get back. All right, let's go. I'm driving.
What about the sweater?
We'll pack it in the car.
Okay, I have a theory.
Oh, this should be good.
The two women are obviously jealous because they both love the same man. In different ways, of course. And as soon as they see that they have love in common, poof.
Poof?
Case closed.
Oh, I see. So their problem is love, huh?
Yes. Well, no, not exactly.
That's a dandy theory. It's too bad it's all wrong. There's more to this than meets the eye, Angel Girl.
Pentimento.
Pentimento.
I don't know if I can do this, Tess.
Oh, that's not true. I've seen you paint. You're good.
No, that was a room. This is a face.
Well, think of a face as a nice flat wall.
I wish I knew more about this case.
Well, you'll know what you need when you need it. I'll be back to check on you. 3 things to remember. I love you. Number 2, you're not here for the art, you're here for the people. Number 3, take off this hat.
Mrs. Campbell?
Yes?
My name is Monica, and...
I'm sorry, but whatever it is you're selling, I'm not interested.
Oh, no, I'm not selling anything. I have a gift for you.
A gift?
Yes, I'm here to paint your portrait as a gift.
From whom? I don't know anything about this.
It's from Neil. I know it is. My husband.
My son.
I guess he wanted us to do something together to take our minds off being together.
Well, let's see. It says here the subject is Mrs. Campbell.
Just me.
What do you mean, just you?
April, would Neil want a portrait taken of you the way you look now?
Excuse me?
I have an idea. Sure, why don't we paint both of you at the same time, side by side? Well, not at the same time then. Maybe Mrs. Campbell on the left first, and then later Mrs. Campbell on the right. It's very nice.
Mail's here. Junk. Bills. Hampshire Hall. Junk.
Please don't go through my mail.
Fine. Can you just tell me if there's anything here for me?
Of course. Just put it over there.
Do you think maybe you could lift your chin up a wee bit? And smile.
I'm tired.
You, have been looking a little worn out lately.
Well, company does that to you. You're not doing anything abstract, are you?
Oh, no. It's more impressionist. Do you think you could hold your hands in your lap, you know, more naturally? Oh. I need an eraser.
You know, I can help you find one.
April, I'm happy to share my house with you, but this desk is off limits. Do you understand?
Well, yeah, I was just looking for an eraser.
Do you understand?
Yes. I understand.
Monica, it's 2:30 and I need to go out.
Oh, but I haven't, you know, I'm nearly finished sketching.
I'm sorry, but I have a standing appointment every Wednesday at 3 o'clock.
What kind of appointment?
A standing appointment.
Perhaps tomorrow then.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, Monica.
Bye.
She's a very powerful woman.
Yeah, well, I don't think that canvas is big enough for the both of us. Monica, do you have to leave right away?
No.
You see, we've had 3 miscarriages, but this time we're further along than ever before. I don't know, I just feel different about this one. There. It's gonna take days before I finish this. Do you think this is too cute? It is too cute, isn't it?
No, not for a baby.
Oh, I can't believe I'm already tired.
Why don't you sit down and have a wee rest, and I'll press on.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Go on, really, please.
Thanks. It's great having a real artist around the house. Oh, here.
April? I thought I heard. What have you done?
Marion, we thought we'd get started.
Monica. It's perfect. How did you do that?
How dare you? This is my house. How it's decorated is no one else's decision but mine.
Excuse me.
I'm terribly sorry.
Please confine your artistic efforts to the portrait from now on, Monica.
Yes, of course.
We told you this day would come. What else did you expect, Marion Jean?
I'll do it. Hello?
Hey, babe.
Honey.
Neil.
Where are you?
Can't tell you, sorry. But I'm definitely at a payphone with the whole Navy waiting to use the phone. I just wanted to call you and tell you I love you one more time before I hit the water.
I'll go for it.
Hey, are you and Mom getting along?
Not at all.
So she's standing right there, huh?
Uh-huh. I mean, absolutely. You know, why don't you talk to your mom for a minute before she takes the phone from me, and then I'll say goodbye.
Well, okay.
Neil!
Is everything okay?
Yes, of course. Everything's just fine.
You keeping an eye on April?
Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. It's not as if she's due tomorrow, you know. And remember to write us as much as you can, okay? Take care, honey.
You hung up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he'll call back again.
No, he won't call back again. He's in a nuclear submarine. You used to pick up a phone and call. Now it could be months.
It was an accident.
It was no accident. You did it on purpose, like you do everything on purpose, Marion.
That is not true.
Just admit it. You don't like me. You don't want me in your house. And now finally that I'm going to have a baby, you don't even care.
April. April.
Oh, please, don't even go and give me one of those sissy spells. You're not fooling any... Marion. Marion? Oh, my God. Marion?
Andrew, was I too late?
Oh, no, you're just getting started.
Yes, this is an emergency. We need an ambulance right away.
Dr. Toma, please see the nutritionist. Dr. Toma, please see the nutritionist.
Here you go. Thanks. Thanks for coming with me. I don't know a soul here. I guess that's the life of a military wife. Every day I promise myself we are not going to fight. And then she says something to me, and the words just come flying out of my mouth. I don't know why.
Mrs. Campbell,
Yes.
I have the test results. What we're looking at is aplastic anemia.
What's that?
Well, she's unable to produce healthy new blood cells. This has probably been developing for many months, but it reached a crisis point the other night. She's going to need a bone marrow transplant right away.
God.
Now, our best chance of finding a match is to use a relative, preferably a sibling.
My husband is the only relative she has. He's in the Navy. He just shipped out.
Okay, we're going to need to contact him right away. Now, even though the chances of a successful match are very slim, this may be our best option.
I'll try.
The sooner we perform the transplant, the better the chance she has.
Are you saying that she could die?
Yes. She's awake now. You can go see her.
Oh, good. Shall we go in, April?
No, you go without me. I think I should try to reach Neil first.
Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Andrew.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Campbell and Mrs. Monica.
Hello.
Hello.
So you're the transplant coordinator.
That's right. It's a temporary assignment. But I assure you that you will have everything you need. Now, have you been able to reach your husband?
No, they're still cutting through some red tape. Nobody knows how long it's going to take.
Okay. Well, I've been in touch with the National Marrow Donor Program, so we'll see if we can find a match through them.
How good are the chances?
They're not good. Your mother-in-law has certain antibodies, which will make locating a match like finding a needle in a haystack.
Well, is there anything that I can do?
Yes. Yes, you start calling friends and get them down here to be tested. Anybody, everybody that she knows. Because really, at this point, it's a numbers game. Just get her friends down here.
I don't think that she has many friends. Hello, is this, Thomas Abercrombie?
Yes.
Hi, you don't know me. My name is April Campbell. I'm Marion Campbell's daughter-in-law. I found your name in her phone book. She isn't well. She needs a bone marrow transplant, and we were hoping that her closest friends would...
I'm just her plumber.
You're her plumber. Well, that's okay. Well, if you just leave Marion's name, they'll take care of you. Yes, thank you, Mr. Zwiebelstock. And if I ever need my furniture refinished, I'll give you a call.
Well, good
Take care.
Great. Thanks. I don't know. I've called everybody from Abercrombie to Zwevelstock, and, well, none of them were personal friends. You were right. She must be so lonely. Hello?
Mrs. Campbell?
Yes?
This is Georgette. I'm sorry to disturb you. Is everything all right?
Oh, you must mean my mother-in-law. I'm the other Mrs. Campbell. Hello? That was strange.
April, I know this may be a bad time, but it may be the only time we have. I have a favor to ask.
I'm so glad Monica's been around to help you out. Monica, I'll be happy to compensate you for your time.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Don't worry about the money.
I've always paid my own way. Even to your wedding.
We offered to pay for your ticket. You refused.
I didn't want to be a burden. Besides, by the time you offered to pay for it, I'd already bought my own ticket.
We asked you when we got engaged.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Hey, how's it going?
Bearing up.
Good, great. It's coming along, isn't it?
Marion, who's Georgette?
You went through my letters after I specifically asked you not to do it?
Someone named Georgette called looking for
I am not
you.
interested in excuses. Tired and I want to be left alone.
It's fine with me.
Maybe we should call it a day. It'll just take me a minute to pack up.
April? Hi.
Hey.
How you feeling?
I'm fine. How's the testing going?
It's no match yet.
Can a pregnant woman be tested?
Absolutely. It's as simple as a blood test, really. It's a long shot, but I think it's worth it.
I wonder if she'd mind.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why on earth would she mind?
I'm afraid she might not want anything from me.
So it's gonna be a girl. Tess is a beautiful name for a girl. Yes. Thank you, Andrew.
April, you're a match.
That was fast.
I'm the donor?
Yep. There's one more thing.
Lunch.
No, thank you. I'm not hungry.
Well, I'll just leave it in case you change your mind. You must be relieved.
What do you mean?
Now that they found a match.
Who is it?
Your daughter-in-law.
April?
And not many women would take that risk either.
What do you mean?
Donating bone marrow is uncomfortable for anyone, but for a pregnant woman.
Could anything happen to the baby?
Well, any medical procedure is risky when you're that far along. But it seems to be a chance she's willing to take. She must love you very much. Excuse me. I saw your mother-in-law. You didn't tell her you're donating your bone marrow?
It wouldn't matter. I can't win no matter what I do.
Still, she should be in on the decisions. It's her grandchild.
Jennifer will not be her grandchild. She'll be another female competing for her son's affections.
Well, honey, if you don't like her, why are you doing this?
Because I love her son. And if he came home and realized that there was a chance I could have saved her and I didn't take it, he would never forgive me.
Well, what if he comes home and finds he's lost his mother and his baby?
Then I would never forgive her.
Let me get this straight. You're doing this not to save your mother-in-law, not out of love.
Tessa, I don't understand. I mean, what difference does it make why April is donating her marrow?
Doing the right thing for the wrong reason won't bring those two one step closer.
Yeah, but it'll save Marion's life.
We're not here just to save a life. There are souls involved here. 5 to be exact.
5? Oh, there's Marion and April and Jennifer and Neil and... Who?
Hi. I brought you a robe. I was sure I put one in the bag for you.
I wanted to talk to you. I used the robe as an excuse. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute.
Please. Hear me out. I can't let you jeopardize the baby. But I will never forget that you were willing to do it.
Marion, you could die.
I can accept that. Maybe I deserve to.
I don't understand you.
We told you this day would come. What else did you expect, Marion Jean? You broke God's law, and now you will have to pay for that for the rest of your life.
All right, 7 o'clock on the dot. And remember, don't have anything to eat after 7 o'clock the night before.
You are going to be there.
Absolutely. Are you sure you want to do this?
No, not really. I'm a little afraid. But I don't have any other choice.
You know, it's a funny thing about being afraid. It kind of has this way of getting in your face so that it's all that you can see. And there's always another choice out there. But as long as you're afraid, you'll never be able to see it.
You don't have to die, you know. Keep your mouth shut till we get your temperature. You think by letting yourself die, you can protect somebody else. You die, you can't protect anybody. If you die, you're abandoning your son, your daughter-in-law, your grandchild, and the one who needs you the most. You know who I'm talking about. You cannot keep that secret forever. If you keep quiet, not only will you die, but your family will find out about it anyway. Then there'll be more questions that will lead to more heartaches because you won't be around to answer them.
Mrs. Kemble, this is Georgette. I'm just calling to say that we missed you again today. Please give me a call when you get in.
Georgette, the mysterious Georgette. I wish I could understand her. Jennifer, your grandma wants to die. So that just leaves you and me all alone. So you gotta be strong, okay? You gotta hang in there. Because I'm afraid of losing you too.
April?
You scared me.
You're not supposed to open that desk, are you?
No. I'm not. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for you. Don't be afraid. I'm an angel, sent by God to tell you that fear has no place in your life.
But I am afraid. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid that my baby's gonna die, that Marion's gonna die, that she wants to die. And if she does, oh God, if she does.
God has many names. Jehovah, Almighty, Everlasting Father, Alpha and Omega. But do you know what he calls himself? I am. If you ask God who he is, that's what he'll tell you. I am. Not I was or am going to be, but I am. And he'll tell you, I am here because you need me to be. And April, if God is here, right now, then what is there to fear? There is so much that God wants to show you, but your fear gets in the way. Give it to him. Right here, right now. And then you will see that the answer is right there in your hand.
Take it. Please. Take it.
I'm very sorry to hear this. Mrs. Campbell's quite a remarkable woman. She means a lot to the people here.
She sends you money every month.
Money, clothing, books, whatever she can get her hands on. She's never missed her weekly visit, which is why I called.
I'm sorry, I just don't understand. If she volunteers here, why does she keep it a secret?
That's why I asked you to come. Under any other circumstances, I'd keep this confidential. She's always insisted on it. But if it's a matter of life or death, then there's someone in here you should meet. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Georgette.
Do you know who this is?
April.
Where did you...
This is Tommy, Marion's son.
One more minute, and I'll be all finished.
I can't wait to see it when it's done.
Ah, there's no hurry. Patience is a virtue.
He who hesitates is lost.
Haste makes waste.
Marion, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Get out of your way. I'm all finished.
What is that?
Well, it's the portrait of the two of you.
No, really, what is it?
No, really.
Are you sure you're an angel?
We all have different gifts. Going to go and clean my brushes.
Marion, I need to talk to you.
There's nothing to talk about. I'm not taking your marrow.
I saw Tommy. Does Neil know about him? Why haven't you ever told him?
It's none of your business.
But what about Neil? I mean, isn't it his business? My God. Marion, he has a brother. Shouldn't you have at least told him?
Is there nothing sacred to you? I take you into my home. And this is how you repay me, by invading my privacy, going through my things?
I didn't do that.
Get out of here. Do you understand? Now get out of here. Get out! What do you want?
I think the question is, what do you want?
What do I want? What do I want? Oh, God. Just some peace. That's all I want, is just a little peace.
Well, that's definitely something you can have.
What are you?
I'm an angel, Marion. And I've got a message for you from God.
I know it already. God isn't through with me. He's gonna punish me again, isn't he? Let my grandchild die so that I can live. Then he's gonna torture me again, isn't he? God, when is this gonna stop?
God loves you, Marion. And yes, you made a mistake a long time ago. That's true. But you weren't ready to be a mother at 16, and you certainly weren't ready to raise a special child like Tommy. That's true also. But somebody took the truth and twisted it into shame and told you that Tommy was a punishment instead of a gift. God did not judge you when you had that baby. Others did, and you believed their lies and accepted their shame instead of God's love.
God loves me.
More than you know. April is trying very hard to love you. It's not easy for her because she's afraid.
Afraid of what?
Of your rejection. Of being all alone. Of not being a good mother to that baby she's carrying.
But she'll be a wonderful mother.
Did you ever tell her? Have you ever once thought of what it must be like growing up without a mother?
I know what it's like. My mother didn't die, but she was never there for me. Especially when you needed her.
April needs you. She's afraid to admit it, but she does. And you, sweetheart, you need her. And if you would open that door in your heart, you might just find that you love her too. It's time for forgiveness, Marion. Forgive and be forgiven. And God will fill your heart with a peace beyond understanding.
I'm sorry.
What?
I am so sorry. Come here. Please. I was 16. I thought I was in love. Tommy was born physically and mentally handicapped. My father said that Tommy was God's punishment for my sin. They made me give him up. When I was 18, I left home. Took me quite a while, but I finally found my baby. He was in a terrible place, a state institution. He was 3 years old. And he was the sweetest little thing. But nobody wanted him. So I went to work, and I found a place that would take good care of him. And I visited him every chance I got.
And you never told anybody?
I was ashamed. I loved him, but I was ashamed. So no, I never told anyone. I never told my husband. I never told Neil. No one except you.
Hello?
Tommy.
Mommy.
No.
They told me you were sick.
I'm just a little tired.
You don't think I know, but I do. You could die. You could go away forever and never come back. But I can help.
No. You are not going to use him to save me. He doesn't understand.
Mommy?
Marion, he is a perfect match. A perfect match. And I explained everything to him. He does understand.
Mommy, please, I want to help you. I want you to do something that matters.
Everything you've ever done has mattered, Tommy.
Did you tell her, April?
Tell her what, Tommy?
April's going to have a baby.
I know. And she is going to be a wonderful mother.
And so are you. Come in.
You made it.
Red Cross picked me up as soon as we surfaced. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine with me, your mother, and baby Marion's fine.
Marion? What happened to Jennifer?
Well, we'll just have to work on her for the next time.
Neil!
Mom!
Oh, Neil. Tommy, this is your brother.
I know. Hey, bro.
Hey, buddy.
And here's your daughter.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to hold her? Yeah. Careful with her head.
I just came to say goodbye.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful family.
What about the portrait?
Oh, well, now, it's funny you should mention that because I can't find it.
I found it.
Ah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and baby, the most recent work of a remarkable artist, Monica.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is.
Hey, I'm in it.
Me too.
Monica, how did you do?
I prayed.
Imagine that.